on the action this season with Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game. Select higher or lower between 2 and 8 players and compete for up to 325 times your entry. Use code DIRECTOR when signing up to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Action.
Who's got it better than us?
Bull fam, Sunday night football. Can you feel the vibes? Can you feel it, Mr. Crab? That was going to drive me nuts all show. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I heard about Trevor Penning, dude. How crazy is that? Now, it's not to say he's going to be taking a whole bunch of snaps at tackle for this team, but hey, there may be a plan to get him out there sooner rather than later. As honestly, how much worse could it get at this point? Deculus has been the guy at left tackle. I'm hoping that there's some competition that arose in the later parts of training, or I should say practice this last week, and maybe we see a bit of help there on Justin Herbert's blind side. Good to see everybody in here, man. Burrell Bikes kicking us off with the $2 holla. As always, game on mute. Listen to director. You guys are crazy. Thank you. Still blows my mind that there are people out there with that preference. Thank you guys for joining. We have a few hundred people in here right now, right? Yeah, Sunday Night Football. That's going to pick up by halftime. And we got a fun one today. The Chargers-Steelers in an AFC matchup with a lot of playoff implications, man. You're talking Chargers with a upwards of mid-80s in percent of making the postseason with the win in this game, dropping into, I've seen it in the mid-60s, mid-50s, a nice drop in their playoff odds if they do drop this one. And the same can be said about the Steelers. The last I looked, it was 75% chance to make the postseason with a win over the Chargers. Then it drops to, I think theirs was a little crazier, like 45% or something like that, with a loss to the Chargers. And honestly, yeah, the AFC has been kind of nuts this season, right? We just saw the Bills drop a huge game. A bunch of, 2-win teams, 1-win teams running in here and causing some chaos. Oh, man. It's too bad the Chargers haven't had a whole lot of luck staying healthy this season, or I think we would be in a much more secure position at the top of the AFC. Either way, there is still a path for the Chargers to take the conference and hopefully the division from the Broncos. Raise your hand if you've seen a Broncos game this season, man. That has looked interesting. The top team in the AFC West in a whole lot of, I'm going to say, unconventional games. A whole lot of unconventional wins. Hey, at the end of the day, a win's a win, right? But hopefully when we see him again, is it in December, right? We'll be able to put the same stomping on them as we did in our first meeting. The Chargers, Steelers getting ready to kick things off here in just a second. Let's get some shout-outs in the chat while we're waiting. We got Steve Simmons in the house, Rick Monterosa, Hardcore Nick. We got Chance by Midnight. We got James Barron. We got Jorge the Old Bolts. We got Eddie Saldana. We got John Gill. DSCRN, good to see you. Daniel Fernandez, welcome aboard. Erwin, Rattlesnake Jake, Amanda Henderson. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining the live stream. We are so stoked for Sunday Night Football. Again, in a game that's got a lot riding on it. I need some lightning bolts in the chat, please. I need some numbers in the chat for some players you think really need to step up in this one and help the Chargers lean on to get that win this week. I think ultimately for me, man, I know it may be a little cliche. It may be a little bit, overdone, but it's number 10 for this guy, man. Justin Herbert's going to have to put on that Superman cape and carry this team on his shoulders again this week, which is crazy to think because of how much he's done it so far this season. But we're really going to need him this week as the Chargers, my oh my, are going to be facing a very good defensive line of the Steelers. And obviously our offensive line isn't in a very good way already. So prayers for Justin Herbert. Hopefully we're all good on the front there. I know, me too. Me too. Oh, we good? We good? Okay. Some technical difficulties? I touched something. I'm like Dr. Grant in Jurassic Park. I touched something. Technology doesn't like me. But I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. Ricardo with the $5 hello. What up, director? Bolt up. Let's go. It's time for some Chargers football, man. This is one of those games I was thinking about going to, if I'm being honest. Very happy I decided to go to the Vikings game. That was an excellent experience, seeing the throwbacks, and you got the old Chargers logo on the field. Everybody's in those, sick Navy uniforms. But this is another one of those games where I was like, hey, man, Sunday Night Football, Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers would have been a cool one to see in person. I got to see Big Ben in their last matchup at SoFi Stadium, I do believe. And that was an experience. But this should be an interesting game. I'm thinking that it could end up being higher scoring than any of us are thinking. I think the Steelers, they're going to get some extra possessions, man. I'm thinking that turnovers are extra important here, but the Steelers, in my opinion, have the advantage there, seeing as, the Chargers' offensive line, not good. Their defensive line, excellent. But on the flip side, the Chargers' offense, excellent. Their secondary, not good. So there's some give and take, some push and shove going on that could give both sides a bit of an advantage here. So if you guys are saying, what's your score prediction, Director? I think my official prediction was 33-26, if I wasn't mistaken. Yeah, 33-27. 33-27 was my official prediction. You guys let me know yours in the comment section below. That's a bit on the high side, if I'm not to be mistaken, in terms of the Vegas line and all that kind of stuff. But I do think that the Chargers are going to have to put up those kind of numbers if they're going to walk away with the win here versus the Steelers. Yeah? Yeah, I don't know, man. Very interesting. Very interesting. Feels like this game's going to take forever to start. Where are we at right now? Just a couple minutes over? Yeah, dude. This was a fun environment. Me and Mrs. Director went to this game again a few years ago, and we had some pretty fun Steelers fans sitting behind us, which made it an extra good time. Obviously, the Chargers fans were chill, but this was really back when SoFi was really finding it difficult to fill up with Chargers fans, so there was a lot of Steelers fans at that game, but it was still a lot of fun. Here we go. Chargers look to be taking the field to kick it away to the Steelers. Looks like the Steelers will be receiving to start this game. So the Chargers, as they've tried to do over the course of the last few weeks, they're going to want the ball at half, so they're going to be kicking it away to the Steelers, starting off on defense. Here we go. Lightning bolts in the chat, please. Let's get this party started. And here comes the kick. It's out of bounds. And I think that's a penalty, if I'm being honest. Not a great start. Pittsburgh's going to get it somewhere at the 35 or 40-yard line. All right, defense. Short field for the Steelers. We're going to need some help out here already just to start things off. Let's get you guys a score on the chat. As the Chargers defense getting ready to start this off versus the Steelers. Here comes Aaron Rodgers. Of course, we're looking out for DK Metcalf. I know Calvin Austin's been one to look out for too, right? Jaylen Warren. But the big weapons, in my opinion, to watch out for on this one, the tight ends, which, speak of the devil, they're going to come out with two of them in the very first play. But it's going to be whistled dead. 2 seconds in, we have a flag, and it's a false start on the Steelers. They were hoping to pitch it to the right side. Instead, it's a flag, 5 yards. Still first down for Pittsburgh, now at the 35-yard line. Y'all wanted some bumblebees? First and 15 now for the Steelers. And when we get a break, remind me, I want to show you guys some of the players that we're keeping an eye on for Underdog this week. So they're resetting clocks real quick. Why don't we go take a look lightning fast as we are resetting for this play. I'm looking for Gadsden. I'm looking for Jaylen Warren for more than 14 rushing attempts. I got Justin Herbert on the 2 touchdown passes. I got Chris Boswell on the 2 field goals. We have a whole lot we're looking at in this game. So keep that in mind. We're going to be keeping an eye on these particular players in this one. Here comes the Steelers on 1st and 15 now that they've got the clock sorted out. Man in motion. 80's Washington, right? I have the depth chart in front of me. It's Aaron Rodgers looking, fires underneath. It's barely hung on to by Jaylen Warren. It'll pick up about 3 yards. Nice little scoop there by the running back, but the Chargers defense was all over it. Minimal gain. It'll be a 2nd and 12 coming up. And you're going to see a lot of that from Aaron Rodgers this week. He ain't messing around. He don't want to take no sacks. This is the game manager seasons, the late twilight years of Aaron Rodgers. You're going to see a whole lot of checkdowns. Watch out for the flats. Watch out over the middle. Here comes a lightning strike over the middle, mind you. Here comes a 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and long coming up for the Steelers. Oh, excuse me. It's got more than that. It was an 8-yard gain. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Steelers. After that nice pass. And the Chargers trying to get things started here on defense. A 3-and-out would be excellent now at the Pittsburgh 46-yard line after that penalty on the kickoff. Come on, baby. 3rd and 4, Chargers. Playing close to the line of scrimmage. Looks like man coverage. They're blitzing 4. Aaron Rodgers has to navigate the pocket. Checks down. It's incomplete. The defense doesn't give Aaron Rodgers time. And it's the Dante Jackson in coverage there that forces the bad throw. And the Chargers defense gets their first 3-and-out. Here comes the punt unit for the Steelers. Very nice first drive for the defense. Go out there and set the pace here. Here comes the kick by the Steelers. It is up. It's a good punt. Fair caught inside the 15 by Darius Davis. There's 13:30 left in the first quarter, and the Chargers offense will take the field for the first time today. Come on, offensive line. Does anybody got a number on Trevor Penning yet? What's the number on Trevor Penning? We're going to keep an eye out for him this week. See if he sees any game action. I have to imagine he's, in the 70s maybe? Trevor Penning, number 64. Number 64. We'll be looking out for him. You guys help me out in the chat. If you spot 64, give us a holler. Here comes the first play. It's a run by Kamani Vidal. Very nice move to avoid the first man, but he's going to be met at the line. Not much of a gain. He saved it from being a big loss, but it'll still be a 2nd and long for the Chargers at the 13-yard line. No Penning tonight? Okay. I heard that he was active, but he may not be out there very much. He's very new. Here comes the next pass. It's underneath to Trey Harris, and it is wrapped up very quickly. It'll be a 3rd and 9. Nice look by the Steelers secondary, which has been struggling this season. It was number 26 of the Steelers who made the tackle. That's going to be Brandon Eccles, 5-year corner out of Kentucky. And the Bolts now staring at a 3rd and long. Can Justin Herbert convert his first miracle play of the day, of which we're going to need to see plenty of? It's 3rd and 9, 6 seconds on the play clock. Justin Herbert snaps the ball, looks, fires. He's looking at the perimeter, and it's incomplete. Couldn't bring it in. Was a Rondé Gadsden. Turned his head just a little bit late. Herbert had to throw that thing quickly. And it's going to be a 3-and-out for the Steelers defense just like that. We'll take another look at it. Rondé Gadsden lined up on the perimeter. Quick out for him. And honestly, it kind of looks like it went straight through his hands. Very catchable ball. A rookie drop to start the drive. Here comes the punter J.K. Scott punting all the way back in his own end zone. And it is up. And it is not the best punt. The Steelers, once again, going to start at excellent field position. 50-yard line this time. And the Chargers defense has their work cut out for them yet again. Here comes the real Elliott. $10 Anyone else? See how sad our O-line was with the PFF grading. Bolt up, though. Yeah, PFF has been keeping us on our toes this season. They know. They've been preaching the good word of how bad the offensive line has been. $10 holla coming in from the real Elliott, though, man. Thank you so much. Good to see ya. And we're hoping for a Chargers line that can just survive the next, hour of football in protecting Justin Herbert. We need it. And big game this week, too. Hopefully the Chargers get some, giddy up in their step, some motivation to get out there and get angry. We have to really bring it this week, dude. A loss really hurts our playoff chances, but a win, you're talking mid-80s in terms of playoff odds, percentage-wise, which is super huge after this primetime matchup. So anyway, yeah, this is one that the Chargers, I'm sure, have had circled on their calendars, getting ready for, and the momentum right now does not feel like it's developed much at this point. Where's Penning? Okay, so we're hearing a couple of different things, that he's active, he's not active. Let's go take a look at the Twitters real quick. I think Daniel Popper was mentioning that he was active today. Offensive lineman warm-ups, it's Deculus, Zion Johnson, Bradley Bozeman, Mekhi Becton, Trey Pipkins. Martin Hampton watching warm-ups with no walking boot. Okay. Penning, who is active tonight versus the Steelers. That's what I thought I did read. And that is interesting, considering he's had about 3 business days of practice with the Chargers so far. We'll see how that turns out. He is active. Must be a backup for now. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. And maybe they're keeping an eye on Austin Deculus this game, which, of course, is concerning. The last I checked, he was in the high 30s in terms of a grade out of 100. And that would rank at the bottom of the league. Yeah, which is interesting. I felt Sawyer maybe provided us a better opportunity to block for Herbert, but we'll have to wait and see. Here comes the first play of this drive for the Steelers, which is starting around the 46-yard line. It's going to be a carry for Warren, who picks up about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 coming up for the Steelers at the 42-yard line. Tara, good to see you. Sinful Hands, good to see you. Shout out to the mods. I don't know if Hugo's here today, but shout out to him as well. Miguel, etc., etc. As prime time is upon us. 2nd and 6. Come on, defense. Chargers may be sending 5 here. Yes, they are. And it's going to be a nice move there. Who got in? It was Deion Henley. Crawling out of the pile. Nice stop. It'll be a gain of 1 for Jaylen Warren and a 3rd and 5 up and coming for the Steelers offense. Some zeros in the chat for our guy, Deion Henley. Oh, that was Denzel Perryman. Excuse me. I saw a 0 from over here. The 6 connected. That was Denzel Perryman, which explains the ferocity of that hit and the hydration on the sidelines. Here comes 3rd and 5. Aaron Rodgers. He's got to escape the pocket. Chargers. Oh, it's going to be a deep ball. He's looking for DK Metcalf. It's going to be incomplete. Chargers pass rush able to rattle Aaron Rodgers in an early overthrow. And Rodgers is ticked, man. He is cussing something fierce on his way back to the Steelers sideline. Who got in? Was it Tuli? Tuapolo? Yes, Tuli, nice swim move inside, able to disrupt Aaron Rodgers and force an overthrow, which results in a 4th down and a Chargers 3 and out on defense. Let's see some 45s in the chat. Oh, of course, they were actually close enough for the 3 points. They are going to hit the field goal, but the Chargers do a really good job at keeping them to just that, which is interesting. Hard most of the time to get a 3 and out and still be in field goal range. 45's in the chat. And the Chargers hold strong. Now they got to get back out on offense and figure something out via, I'm going to say, the passing game, man. That's realistically the only way you're going to see the Chargers move the football this week, in my opinion. J.K. Scott gave him points. Yeah, it was tough, man. That punt, definitely not good. While we are in commercial break, I'm going to go take a look one more time at the underdog players we are keeping an eye on this week. Maybe you guys can help me out. Again, to reiterate, I got Gadsden on 5 receptions, and I'm just going to say the number that we need. 15 rush attempts for Jaylen Warren. Felt that was pretty reasonable. Chris Boswell's already got 1 of 2 field goals. Even though I think Justin Herbert will get the 2 touchdowns through the air. Interestingly enough, I think Jarrett Patterson, who had a really good week last week, he was elevated this week. 14.5 rushing yards, felt pretty good to take a chance on here. So we're going to go for him and Pat Freiermuth for 2.5 receptions. I know there were some other tight ends that were banged up a little bit. I know Freiermuth was okay. Definitely decided to take a chance on him. Justin Herbert for the 258 on the passing yards. Not off to a great start there, but hopefully we pick things up here in the middle of the first quarter. Gadsden again looking for the receptions. I do have TJ Watt with a sack. I know people don't like seeing stuff against the Chargers, but we're being realistic here, and I think TJ Watt, one of the better, if not best, pass rushers in football against our offensive line, is a major concern for me. And then finally, Quentin Johnston, who I was sneakily pretty high on this week. I felt that if the Chargers were going to take advantage of the secondary, QJ may be the guy to make them pay. 43.5 receiving yards. It's high, but that's the kind of player Quentin Johnston is. Either he's going to hit 43.5 or maybe nothing at all. So we'll wait and see if he can hit that. DK Metcalf with lower than 60, or I should say 59 receiving yards. And then finally, this kind of thrower up in the air. I think it was only, a $12 entry. We got Quentin Johnston, Cameron Dicker, TJ Watt. All right, there we have it. That's what I'm looking for in Underdog this week. If you guys want to jump in and get in on the action, make sure to use code DIRECTOR. It'll give you $100 if you just throw down 5 for your first time. And it's a great way to get onto the platform and have some fun. My brother actually bit the apple a couple of weeks ago, and he's been having a lot of fun with it. I think he ended up walking away with a couple hundred bones, too, which is pretty cool. The Real Elliott with a $5 holla. Did Ortiz do enough by the deadline for the Chargers to get into the postseason? That is a very difficult question to ask, because there is a lot to take in consideration of that signing, right? You can't go out and pick up a superstar tackle because, for one, nobody's going to be dealing them. And for two, you've got 2 Pro Bowl tackles coming back next season. So that really limited your options to something that could be maybe worked in this season and then moved to depth in a later season, right? In 2026. And to me, Trevor Penning, which I don't know if you guys saw a lot of my content on TikTok and the shorts here on YouTube, that was a player I was pulling for pretty aggressively for the Chargers to trade for. And when we did it, I was like, that's perfect. He can slot in this season and then maybe play our swing position next year. Here comes the first play. Justin Herbert on this possession. It looked like a PI on Ladd McConkey, and it's not going to get called. So we're looking at a 2nd and 10. That was PI. A tug on the jersey. Ladd McConkey, he could have caught that anyway. But that is the first no call of the game of note. That's pretty big. Here comes 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. Gadsden in motion. It's going to be a quick throw and catch. Quentin Johnston close to picking up the first down. It's going to be 3rd and inches. And the Chargers, who have been doing this a lot in recent weeks, may be lining up for a power surge, which if you guys are wondering what that is the Chargers version of the tush push in Philadelphia. Might we see it again? They are lining up for it. It's the power surge for the Chargers, and they're not going to get it. The Steelers somehow able to stand up and get the stop here. It's 4th and 1 now for the Chargers. What is the plan here? I would line up and maybe do it again. You're at the 40-yard line, though. Let's see what the Chargers decide to do. I think you might want to try that again if you're the Chargers. I think they're lining up to do it again. Yes, they are. Hopefully the Steelers don't have the beat on this play. Somebody's offsides. Snap it. There's a player offsides. Come on. Here comes the power surge again, and this time it's going to convert. Justin Herbert goes low this time. And we got ourselves a first down Chargers. Man, that play makes me so nervous and anxious, but it works. Yeah, I know. That play always rattles me a little bit. I'm like, I don't know about that. First down for the Chargers now. Around midfield at the 42-yard line. Next play looks like a run formation for the Chargers. It is going to be a pitch to Jarrett Patterson, who, trying with extra effort, only picks up about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 9 now coming up. Weird run design on that one. Looked like an outside pitch, but it was designed up the middle. Don't know if I like that one. Yeah, with that motor, yeah, definitely take it to the outside. Run's not happening this week. You know, the Steelers are actually not that great versus the run. They're definitely worse versus the pass, which is how I think the Chargers are going to win this game. But hopefully they can get the run going at some point, too. Justin Herbert's got a sidearm. Oh, nice catch by Arande. It's going to be short of the first down, but what a grab by the rookie. It'll be a pickup of about 6 yards, putting the Chargers at 3rd and 3 from midfield now, 49-yard line. I would run up the middle and the B and C guys. I know, Tara. I was sitting here like, weird run design. Don't know what they were trying to sell on that, but it obviously did not work. Here comes 3rd and 3 for the Chargers. Trips at the top of the screen. Ladd McConkey in the slot. And I think Trey Harris also up there. Justin Herbert's got to get rid of it. He's going to throw it over the middle and almost intercepted. He was looking for, I think, Keenan Allen. And it's going to be a 4th and 3 at midfield. Chargers probably need to punt it here. Very fortunate that wasn't picked off. It was Joey Porter, the cornerback. Now, looking at that play, Keenan Allen sat in this zone, which really left Justin Herbert no option to throw to him. I was hoping to see Keenan Allen bolt back to the outside, and luckily it doesn't get intercepted. I think that's the best we could have asked for out of that scenario. Here comes the next play. It's going to be a punt. Stopped just inside that's at the 10-yard line. Much better situation for the defense this time around, but man, we need some points, dude. This is going to be one of those games where if you don't score in the first quarter, you're going to be climbing all game long to try and catch up, and I don't want that to be the Chargers this week. Guy was offside on the punt. Yeah, this has been a weird one for the penalties, too. I've noticed a couple already not getting called against the Steelers. And I hope that that's not going to set the tone for the day, too, man, because we already are up against it with our offensive line. We don't need to see the Chiefs treatment again, this time for the Steelers. Is a must win. It seems like we may lose. It's going to be close. I'm not going to say we have, anything in the bag at this point, but I'll also say that the Chargers have a good shot of winning this as the Steelers. They feel very evenly matched, in my opinion. There's a lot of weaknesses that are pretty glaring, but strengths that are pretty decent. It feels like they're on opposite sides, the strengths and weaknesses as well. So it really feels like there's an angle for both teams to take this one. But right now it feels like the momentum is slightly on the edge of Pittsburgh. And the Chargers, we've seen week in and week out, this team needs momentum. And right now there really isn't anything to build on at this point. You trying to play the dink and dunk game? Yeah. I think the Chargers, what they're probably doing right now is poking and prodding the secondary to see where the weaknesses might be this week, because we know that's where the weakness lays, is going to be in that position group for the Steelers. And from what I'm observing, they're playing a little more aggressively this week, which is to be expected, right? They're going to be playing a little bit more man. They're going to try and throw more pressure at you because the Chargers have been very bad in protecting their quarterback. But that does open up opportunities for maybe the Chargers to, like you're saying, attack the underneath stuff, the intermediate routes. We got route runners. This may end up being a Ladd McConkey, Keenan Allen game for that reason. Hurry up and get the apple. Uh-oh. We got no apple. We got no apple. I don't know if Mrs. Director is watching, but maybe she can come to the rescue and deliver said apple. We got a 1st and 10. Steelers are looking to run it. In motion's their tight end, Washington. And he's going to get clobbered behind the line. Huge play for Jamari Caldwell. The rookie says, not today. And that's going to be a negative play for the Steelers. -2. And it's now 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 4-yard line. One second on the play clock. It's another run, and this time a bit more space for Jaylen Warren. It's going to be, that's Caleb Johnson, number 20. Interesting. They're going to the big rookie back up against the goal line. He's going to pick up 5 that time. It'll be 3rd and 7. Hey, Hugo, good to see you, man. It is 3rd and 7. Chargers once again playing close to the line. Now they're backing off a little bit. Derwin James in the box. It looks like they're going to be sending about 5 on this one, man. There's the bluff blitz by Derwin James. Here comes the heat. Aaron Rodgers trying to get rid of it. He's going to fumble it in the end zone. It's Khalil Mack. He forces the safety. It's a safety and a sack by Khalil Mack. Oh, let's go! That's 2 on the board for the Chargers, and we're getting this football back. Woo! Let's go, D. Khalil Mack does it again, dude. Man, so fortunate he fell on that, too. That almost was a touchdown for the Chargers. Let's go! 52's in the chat. And Khalil Mack, the player to deliver the first points to the Chargers. And this is pretty huge, man. This is pretty huge. We're getting to Aaron Rodgers. And we've seen games where Aaron Rodgers, if he's under constant pressure, you're going to see some mistakes. You're going to see maybe less turnovers, but more so a lot of 3 and outs, right? A lot of 4th downs. And something that the Chargers definitely can take advantage of with their secondary. Yes, sir. Now just a 1-point deficit. The Chargers will be getting the football back here in just a minute. Oh, let's go! $52s in the chat. Khalil Mack, the legend. Shaquille, welcome to the crew. The Chargers are going to start this thing off, man, at the 37-yard line. Their best start of the week so far. Here comes the first carry for Kamani Vidal. In this drive, it's going to be a 3-yard run. And a 2nd and 7 for the Chargers up and coming. Three to 2 is your score so far, man. That's insane. 2nd and 7. Vidal still in at running back. He's swinging to the outside. Herbert looking. He's got to step up. He's going to run. Justin Herbert picks up a couple of yards. I think that was Patrick Queen who brought him down. It's going to be a very quick 3rd and 4 for the Chargers, who need a first down, man. We got to get this ball moving. Third and 4. Herbert needs a second, and it's going to be flags called dead. Ball start on the Chargers. It's Austin Deculus with the penalty. And that's going to take it to a 3rd and 9 at the Chargers' 35-yard line. Yikes. Herbert's going to need some help here, man. He's going to need an extra second, which is a lot to ask of this offensive line. I might be looking for Gadsden or QJ on this one. Herbert, he's going to toss it underneath, and he was looking for QJ, but he'll be tackled, unable to bring it in. And it's a 4th and 9 and another 3 and out for the Chargers. First quarter, just not able to get anything going. And man, dude, what a very nicely designed blitz by the Steelers there. Looping around the edge. Really not much they could have done about it, even with good offensive linemen. And it's going to be a 4th and 9. What have we here? Hey! It's Lil Director, and he bears the apples. Bye, kiddo. Somebody found the apple. Here we go. Apple Energy activated. And we are back on track. The Steelers will return it, by the way, to the 21-yard line where they're going to start this drive. Apple Power. Come on, baby. A 1-point game so far. 3 to 2. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And not much offense from either side so far. Remember, the Steelers' 3 points came off of a, They started at like the 47-yard line. They gained like 5 yards and then kicked a long field goal. We're in commercial break, by the way, waiting for the Steelers' offensive possession to begin. Maybe this is the week the defense puts up a bunch of points. We could use it. Pardon me as I put my concoctions together. Anybody in the chat see that new Predator movie yet? Me and my wife went and saw it in IMAX on Friday. I gotta tell you, man, it was awesome. I'm a big Predator fan. And I'll be honest, the original's still the best. My second favorite's actually Prey, which was also directed by the same guy. This might be up there at 3 or 4 for me, though, man. That was a fun movie. Very different. But it followed a lot of the stuff I used to read about when I was in high school. I was one of those yahoos that read the comic books and stuff. I loved it. Around the AVP hype is when I really got into it for Alien and Predator. And it reminded me a lot of that stuff, man. It was fun. It was fun. Rate the movie out of 10. I'd say like a solid 7.5, dude. Like, it was really fun. I liked it a lot. It maybe like a 7.8. Like, really up there for me. It's one of my kind of movies. I really, really liked it. Like, Prey for me is maybe like an 8.2. Somewhere around there. Like, that was almost as perfect as a Predator movie as you can get. And then obviously the OG Predator is like an 8. You know? Very good movies. Here comes Aaron Rodgers over the middle. He's going to hit DK Metcalf. It's a 15-yard catch. He'll carry it for an extra few. 19-yard pass to DK Metcalf over the middle. And the Steelers now at the 40-yard line. First and 10. It's a carry for Warren, who gets clobbered. Perriman does it again. It's going to be a pickup of about 3. But man, that was a nice play right there. I saw it in the chat. Somebody wants to sync up. We'll do it. Stand by. I'm waiting for the play clock. We'll see if the game clock's running too. Okay, game clock is running. 2:04, 2:03, 2:02, 2:01, 2, 1:59, 1:58, 1:57. Aaron Rodgers looking over the middle. He's going to hit his man again. It's a tight end this time. And I think that's Washington. Yes, it is. Darnell Washington with the reception, and the Steelers are moving. Now in Chargers territory at the 41-yard line. Trade for Washington. Well, that's what I thought was interesting earlier, was the fact that the Steelers had just so many tight ends, and they still went out and got Jonnu Smith, right? That's what they wanted to run this year. They wanted 3 tight ends. And Conklin hasn't done much for us, the one that we decided to pick up. Nice cut up inside for Jaylen Warren. And it's going to be a 9-yard carry this time for Warren. Now at the 32-yard line of the Chargers. We're in bend but don't break territory now. The Chargers defense has to step up and keep him to 3 points. A touchdown here still keeps it within 1 score, to be fair. But, man, we got to get that momentum. It feels like it's been eluding us all day, all night now. We need an interception, yeah. Yeah, we do. Lightning bolts in the chat, please. We need some help out here. Chargers need some vibes. 2nd and 1. I think it's Warren back there at running back. It is a run formation, and Aaron Rodgers is going to quickly hit that timeout as the play clock was about to expire. Still 25 seconds in the first quarter. Dooley can't set the edge. That has been something I've noticed, too. It has been very difficult for the Chargers to stop 1 or 2 particular plays to the outside. And it was actually Dooley, and then there was another player, too. I think it was Owe as well that also got beat. We saw that same play work 2 weeks in a row, I think 3 times, as a matter of fact. Thoughts on the Patriots? Yeah, they're good. The AFC is taking a really crazy turn right now. There are teams emerging and teams falling, and it's going to be a different-looking conference in the next 2 years, man. Here's 2nd and 1. Likely a run play here. Jonnu Smith in motion. Here comes the carry up the middle. It's going to be just enough for the first down, a pickup of about 2. And it's going to be a first down Steelers around the 30, we'll say the 29-yard line, and that'll take us to the second quarter in this game. Your score 3-2. Steelers driving. We got to see something, man. As a Texans fan, love the content. What do you think the Chargers have to do in the second quarter? You're a Texans fan. Well, welcome. Chargers' second quarter really needs to find some momentum, I think, through their passing game. They've been doing a good job in what I was expecting in terms of generating pressure this week. That can be something that sets the tone for them defensively the whole game, and that's very, very important. But right now, there is absolutely no momentum on offense. I'm going to say and this isn't always the case. I know everybody throws this excuse around when the offense isn't doing well, but there have been weeks where it's been very good. But right now, the play calling does not feel that great. There have been some opportunities for receivers to reel in catches that have been dropped, but I think more so the play calling has been a little weird this week, and hopefully, Greg Roman finds a way to get Herbert comfortable enough and get his guys open enough to start seeing some momentum through the air. Because, honestly, you can do all you can to get the run game going, but I think you win this game through Justin Herbert in the passing game. Need better play calling, yep. Play calling very predictable. We're running first down, pass on second, yeah. Yeah, that tempo needs to stop. But I think you got to get Justin Herbert maybe more involved as a runner, too. I know that that's not very comfortable with the offensive line looking the way it does, but, that's what Herbert's been able to generate in these last few weeks. He's been keeping defenses on their toes, considering that he can take off with it, pick up first downs, and in some cases, huge yards. And you might need that this week versus the Steelers here. The Steelers are harder to accomplish that with, though, to be clear. Like TJ Watt and that defensive line, very, very good. But you're going to have to, at very least, extend plays, so why not throw something out there by design? It gives them the option to run for it. Like RPOs via him in the running back or QB options. Drew Yamros with the 48 months. Not excited about our offense right now. Hopefully we turn things around. Bolt up director. Yeah, that's the big one. Offense needs help. Offense needs help. Herb has more time to throw than expected, needs to relax. That could also be the case. You're seeing the running back out there chipping a lot, and probably every play, if I'm being honest. If you're looking at TJ Watt on the other side, you're probably hoping to get extra help out there as much as possible. But the play calling, I think, needs to improve. 1st and 10. It's an underneath pass to the tight end. And, man, he is plowing through tackles. It's going to be a pickup of just about the first down. 2nd and short. Pat Freiermuth with his first reception takes it all the way down to the 20. Cody Shields with the $2 trade for Penning to use Deculus on Herb's blind side. Yeah, it's going to be one of those situations where he's been here for 3 business days. He's got to learn the playbook. He's still got to compete as well, right? We kind of knew that this trade would be more so on the lines of a backup and maybe a future swing. But right now, my faith in him is definitely higher than Austin Deculus, which has been pretty rough this season. Here comes the next carry. Up the middle, it's Warren. And Warren, with a nice gap, picks up about 6 or 7 yards. But there is a flag. And it's going to be holding on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty. And that's pretty huge. 2nd and 10. The Chargers have an opportunity to get a stop here off the mistake of the Steelers. They must capitalize. Wow, 76 literally had Jamari Caldwell around the neck. Cannot do that. 2nd and 10 now for the Steelers. Backing him up to the 29-yard line. Again, still in field goal range with the Chargers. Bend but don't break right now. 14 minutes left in the quarter. It's play action. Aaron Rodgers fires over the middle. And is it caught? I can't quite tell. They're going to say it's a catch. He bobbled it. I couldn't quite tell if it hit the turf. He may have been able to control it. If that's the case, it's a gain of 18. We're taking another look at it. It hit the turf. It hit the turf. It hit the turf. Man, that is close, though, because it hit the turf, but it didn't move. So Harbaugh is going to challenge it. I think ultimately the ground helped him catch it, though. That's the rule, right? That's the rule. If the ground helps you catch it, it's incomplete. What do you guys think? You think it's complete, unfortunately? The ball hit the ground to assist him catching it. That's what I'm thinking. On the flip side, it looked like he had control after it hit the ground, like it really didn't move. But I'm under the impression that if the ground helps you catch it, it's incomplete. That's got to be a incompletion. But we'll see. The refs have kind of been on one this week. It's been a minute since we've had like such an off week with the refs. Because if that's incomplete, you're all of a sudden looking at a 3rd and 10 instead of what would be a 1st and goal from what I'm assuming is inside the 10. But I'm going to say that from what I understand, that is an incompletion. I don't think there's any situation where the ball hits the ground and helps the catch where it is complete. Who paid the refs is the question. We'll find out here in a second. If they say that's a completion, then we are definitely in trouble. But we've already seen some no calls today that have been questionable. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers did have time in that one. They may have made some adjustments, but I mean, honestly, the Chargers have done a good job so far in the first quarter at getting to Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully they can bring that back here in the second quarter. Because a rattled Aaron Rodgers is something you definitely want out there. Okay, it is incomplete. It is incomplete. Yeah, they're going to say it's incomplete. He also kind of caught it against his arm. But a good challenge by Jim Harbaugh and a nice incompletion there to force the Steelers now in a 3rd and 10. Back at the 29-yard line. In motion. I don't know who that is anymore. It's number 14, not DK. 3rd and 10. Chargers need to get to Aaron Rodgers. This is a quick pass underneath. And a nice tackle by R.J. Mickens. And that's going to be a 4th down and a nice stop by the Chargers. 27's in the chat for Mickens, man. Excellent late round pick for the Chargers. He's already got an interception, almost 2. And he's been looking like a real steal for the Bolts in the late rounds. Here's Chris Boswell, and it is curving, and it is no good. It is no good. No points on the drive. And the Chargers defense does their job. Let's go. No points for the Steelers, and the Chargers are also going to get the ball at the 27-yard line, which, again, it's not great, but it's better than what we've had this game a couple of times already. Let's go! You say Jonnu Smith was wide open? Interesting. Hey, man, it's a 3-2 score right now. So far, like, no momentum for the Chargers on offense. But that could change on a dime. Hopefully it happens in this drive, man. Come on, baby. 27's in the chat for our guy R.J. Mickens as well, dude. Quick pass for the Chargers. It's going to be outside to Trey Harris, who picks up a nice chunk of yards. It'll be a 5-yard pass to Mickens, or to Trey Harris, and a 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line. Oh, so they did start at the 35. Nice. That's right. Duh. Let's go. 2nd and 5 for the Chargers. Now at the 40-yard line. Justin Herbert. Man, they are loading the box. Another quick pass to the outside. It's Quentin Johnston who picks up the first down. Okay, we might be cooking something now. Steelers playing extra aggressive up the middle, loading the box, keeping those corners nice and cushioned, and the Chargers taking advantage of that with these quick throws. Was that our first down? Had to be our second, right? Nice adjustment so far. Justin Herbert now. It's 1st and 10 at midfield around the 48-yard line. Herbert's got to get it out. He's going to the outside looking for Quentin Johnston. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now, this is the area of the field where the Chargers have been struggling a little bit this game so far. We need to see something get us on the Steelers side of the field. Nico Faidaha, so good to hear your commentator director can't watch the Chargers game or the SCFC game. Hearing your commentating is saving my night. Love you, bro. Hey, big love to you, Nico. Thank you so much. 2nd and 10. It's a handoff. It's a carry. It's a Kamani Vidal first down. And Vidal gets us in Steelers territory. Nice 11-yard gain. 30's in the chat. Let's go. There is a Steeler down, by the way. They're going to be looking at him real quick as the Chargers finally in Steelers territory at the 41-yard line are starting to see some momentum. Shout out to Nico, man. Thank you so much. $5 holla. Holy cow, man. The viewers really did jump up. I was like, by halftime, we'll have a couple hundred more. It's 1,100 viewers in here right now, man. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all choosing the director as your YouTube personality during the Chargers game. The player on the field right now, by the way, Darius Slay. He seems okay, but they're taking a look at him. He's got to come out, obviously. They're stopping play. Hopefully he's all right. 23's in the chat for our guy Darius Slay, legend with the Eagles and the Lions. Look like he got his bell rung. Yeah, hopefully he's all right. 1st and 10. Chargers now, with a little bit of momentum offensively, are looking to build. Looks like another run formation, type formation. See if they're going to hand it off again or if they're setting up the play action. It is a play action. Herbert, he's going to go underneath, finds his guy Gadsden, who picks up the 5 yards. And the Chargers slowly inching their way over to the red zone, now at the 36-yard line of the Steelers. Dude, TJ Watt has been this close every freaking snap. 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert, it's a handoff. It's Darius Davis, who's going to be thrown down, dude. Is that not a penalty? No? Okay. Just checking. Just checking. He's going to be body slammed to the ground, man. It'll be a pickup of 3 yards, but hey, that's a little extra gravy on that one, man. I'm not so sure I like that. Number 42 picked him up and slammed him down. Derwin James, Travis Kelce style. Yeah, some WWE. 3rd and 2. Chargers looking to convert. Steelers once again looking to blitz like crazy. Yes, they are. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, though. It's Kamani Vidal. And Vidal picks up the 1st down. Gutsy play call, man. The draw. And the Chargers now at the 25-yard line. No flag, great tackle. Hey, yeah, okay. We don't know what unnecessary roughness is anymore. It's 2025. They're looking at Amari Hampton on the sideline, but he looks great, man. I just feel like they're waiting until after the bye to get him back. Here comes the next play. Justin Herbert, you got to get rid of that thing, man. He's trying to take off. He can't, and it's going to be a sack. Nick Herbig will be credited with the sack. It'll be 2nd and 15. Man, Justin Herbert. He's a little uncomfortable, we can tell. Justin Herbert, a little uncomfortable. I'm not going to say he's hurt, but he does look a little uncomfortable after that sack from behind. Second and 15. Steelers playing off coverage a bit more. Herbert throws over the middle. He's got his guy, Ladd McConkey. And McConkey picks up the 1st down. Lightning Ladd. What a throw by Justin Herbert. Nice catch. Chargers convert. 10s and 15s in the chat, please. They're comparing Herbert to Big Ben now, saying that he doesn't care if he gets hit. He cares. He definitely cares. Justin Herbert looking, fires, sideline, incomplete. Looking for Gadsden, who dropped another pass, man. I'm going to say that's the 2nd pass this week. Reel it in, Miguel. Exercise your Spartan reserve. Bit of a low ball, yeah, but you know, these tight ends known for that radius. That might even go downward, you know what I mean? 2nd and 10, Herbert, he's going to toss it up, back of the end zone, looking for Gadsden, who I don't think ever saw the ball. Everybody wants a flag. Herbert got hit late, dude. We're taking a look at the replay here. Dude, Deculus is going to get Justin Herbert killed. That sack, or that looked absolutely brutal. No way. Third and 10. We got to keep Justin Herbert safe, dude. Herbert, he's got to throw over the top, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted out of the hands of the receiver. Who was he looking for? McConkey? We got to settle for 3 here. It's going to take the lead, but that was as ugly a 3-point drive as you're ever going to see. This is getting out of hand quickly. I don't know if the move is to push in Trevor Penning right now, but this is bad, dude. Justin Herbert is getting absolutely clobbered. And what's scary is that the guy is 7 feet tall, right? So he's getting that leg bent every which way when he gets tackled low. If it was Mahomes, we'd get that flag. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Gadsden not having a game today, too. Gadsden now looking at what? I'm saying 5 targets. Let me go take a look at the analytics here. I think 3 drops. I would say 2 drops, then 1 that he just didn't complete the route. They've only got him listed for 2 targets. Or 2 receptions, okay. I guess they don't have the targets here. Oh, wait, there they are. 5 targets. Yeah, 5 targets, 2 receptions for 11 yards. Not looking good. We're going to hit the button. I almost missed it. Obviously, Cameron Dicker, the field goal is good. Chargers will take the lead. But, man, it's an ugly lead, dude. It is an ugly, ugly lead. Justin Herbert now up to about 50 yards, and it's been a tough climb the entire time. $10 from Director's biggest fan.
Herbert is getting buried and Gadsden has to catch that.
Yes. Yes to both of those things. Yes to the username. Yes to the buried. Yes to the Gadsden. All of it. Thank you. Director's biggest fan. And the concern for Justin Herbert. Can we see 10s in the chat? Everybody pray for Justin Herbert, man. Everybody pray for Justin Herbert. This offensive line is just so bad. Do we ever have the conversation of getting Penning in there, even though he's had literally no time? And could end up being worse, right? The likeliness of that, though, pretty low. But, I mean, at this point, you got to do whatever you can to keep your guy up. I don't know, dude. Real Elliott with the 5. Is this the game of the season that the refs will take the game away from us? Pray our receivers' hands. For our receivers' hands, too. Yeah, both up. Yes, dude. Real Elliott, thank you so much, man. Here comes the return. Pittsburgh will bring it out to the 26 or 7 yard line. Here come the Chargers defense. Talking about Herbert's limping. They're working on his ankle right now, y'all. They are taping both of his ankles at the moment. Oh man, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do to keep Herbert alive? First and 10 for the Steelers. I see Mack and Bud Dupree out there, and Bud's going to get to Aaron Rodgers, his former team, and it's a sack. Bud Bud Dupree, who's been very quiet this season, comes up with a big play. It's 2nd and 11 at Pittsburgh's 27-yard line. Bolt up. Director, why don't you enjoy snacks or drinks while on stream? Enjoy taquitos. And yes, two answers. I'm on a diet. And second answer, I like to talk too much. But I like it, man. If I had a choice, I'd probably have a big old bag of beef jerky next to me. Here comes the next play. It's Warren. He's going to hit the outside, picks up a couple yards, takes a big hit from Derwin James. Elijah Molden. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up. Hey, dude. Bolt up. Thank you so much
Maybe
for the
her
$5
throwing high to
holla.
avoid getting batted.
The Sletcha, $10 holla. Maybe Hurd throw. Maybe Hurd throwing high to avoid getting batted. Yeah, maybe. That's also been an issue this season. $10 holla from Sletcha. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Big love, dude. Speaking of which, big opportunity here now. 3rd and 8. Here's Aaron Rodgers looking. He's got time. He's going to toss it up deep down the sideline. It's batted away. What a play by Nico Reed. Oh, Reed. What a play by the rookie, the undrafted man out of Oregon. Boom. What a play, dude. That was a freaking highlight PD, dude. Wow. He's got some speed on him, gets his head turned around at the last second. Maybe a chance at a pick, but wow, dude, what a very nice defensive play by Nico Reed. 46 is in the chat, baby. Oh, that was amazing. That was as good of a defensive back play as you're going to see in this league, dude. Because that man was wide open. Who is he looking for? Calvin Austin, who's a very fast wide receiver. Bolt up with a $10 holla. Adjustments will be made in the half. Just need Justin to make it to the half. I feel you there, dude. $10 holla from Bolt up. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Everybody put your 10s in the chat. Put 10s and 46s. 10s in terms of a prayer for Justin Herbert to make it to next week. As well as 46s for our guy Nico Reed, who just made a spectacular play. I know Tara's probably losing it. Nico! $2 holla from Tara. Oh, my goodness. The Ducks are back at it again. Man, that was a cool defensive play, man. It's hard. You don't see that very often, do you? Chargers are going to start this drive at the 20-yard line. There's still 6 minutes-ish left in the half. Chargers do get ball at half, so if they play their cards right here, they can grab a couple extra points and then get the ball right back in the second half. But much lower scoring game than I had anticipated so far, man. I thought Herbert would be slinging it all over the Steelers. I thought the Steelers would be running it all over the Chargers. I thought there would be way more happening on defense on both sides, or less happening on defense both sides. But we are looking at a 3-5 score. Very interesting. Director, what's going on with Allen? I missed most of the first quarter. I think he had one target, and it was on just a curl that was definitely covered. But we're looking for him to break that record, right? And this is a game that I honestly think he's got a good opportunity to do that. We just got to see him worked in a little bit better. The Chargers should be attacking the Steelers underneath. Real Elio the 2. My wife rolled her eyes when I yelled, Reed! You got a good one. Here's Snoop Doggy Dogg giving us some Steelers stats of their scary defense, which is something we got to keep an eye out for. Thanks, just needed an update. No problemo. We'll see. Hopefully the Chargers do see a nice second half adjustment where these guys, in particular, my opinion, it's got to be Ladd and Quentin Johnston, honestly. Get yards after the catch is going to be a big part. Here comes another nice carry. It's going to be Kamani Vidal with another big run. It's going to be a pickup of about 12. And we got a 1st and 10 from the 30 now. Bonnie having himself a nice day. Yeah, nice run by Kamani. Please protect Herbert. Yes, Tara. I second that. 1st and 10. It's underneath. It's Quentin Johnston, who's trying to make something happen. Picks up about 3. Not a lot of blocking in front of him, but he was able to stiff arm one guy and juke out another, and it all ended up being a 3-yard pass. It's going to be 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line. Al Michaels and John Madden. Yes, sir. Johnson is screen, give him some blocks. For sure, dude. Those outside, those quick outs or whatever, the quick screens to the wide receiver on the outside, they were working last drive, but Steelers are kind of picking up on stuff pretty quick. Trips to the top of the screen again. Justin Herbert, you got to get this out, man. You got to get this out. He's going to toss it. Incomplete, looking for Gadsden again. Tight coverage, and there is a flag this time. It might be a hold on the Chargers. Looks like it. It's Bradley Bozeman with the penalty. Chargers now looking at a 2nd and 17 from the 23-yard line. Man. They are just throwing everything they've got at Justin Herbert this week, dude. 2nd and 17. It's a quick pass to Kamani Vidal, who's got some nice blocks on the outside this time. And it's going to be a nice pickup, man. I'm going to say, what? That's like 11 yards? It'll be 3rd and medium now. 13-yard catch and run by Kamani. And now it's a 3rd and 4 off of a 2nd and 17. 30's in the chat, dude. That is how you block on a screen. And that was one of them swings. I love playing that, using that play in Madden. 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down. Herbert's got to throw it. He's going to get sacked. Keanu Benton in with the sack, and it's got 4th and 11. Putts and bolts at the $5 house. Say what you want about the offensive line pass block. They're run blocking tonight. I'm seeing other guys open for Herbert. He isn't finding. He might be rushing. Yeah. I think that it's definitely surprising to see the run game flourishing while the passing game can't find its footing. And maybe something that we lean more into in the second half. 4th and 11. Here comes the punt. Looks like a better punt this time. Yep, it's going to be fair caught at the 22-yard line. And the Chargers defense hoping to keep this lead ahead of them for the Chargers going into the second half, man. Need a turnover. That would be huge. It may come down to that this week. 1st and 10. It's a pitch. Chargers trying to set the edge. Better job this time. It'll be a gain of about 3. And a 2nd and medium coming up for the Steelers. Come on, defense. Because we're looking at a whole half of football with just 8 combined points. An extra drive could end up deciding it. Same time, an extra drive may amount to nothing because no one can score the freaking football. Come on, defense. Come on. They're going to say that was a 4-yard run, by the way, by Jaylen Warren. It's a 2nd and 6. Aaron Rodgers passes over the middle. Intercepted! Intercepted! Oh, my goodness. Who is it? It's R.J. Mickens! It's Mickens with the interception. Chargers get the football back. What were we just saying? R.J. Mickens, his 2nd interception on the season. The first-year Chargers rookie does it again. Was he drafted in the 7th round, man? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. 27's in the chat for R.J. Mickens, who is showing to be one of the steals of the draft. And maybe a reason why this team was comfortable in trading away Alohi Gilman. Ho! Let's go! Woo! And Aaron Rodgers turns it over to the Chargers. They're going to start on the 38-yard line. Here comes what looks like a run formation. It is. It's Kamani Vidal who hits the middle nice and physical. It's going to be a pickup of about 8. Let's go, dude. R.J. Mickens, you better be getting a Player of the Week card in Ultimate Team. That's what I'm talking about. Tara with the 2, and with that pick, Rodgers is officially back. Oh, please and thank you. Please, please, please. I was looking at his stats a couple of days ago in preparation for like the previews and all that, and yeah, he's not immune to it. I'll take a look at his game log here real quick. Most recent games through... His last interception was back in October 16th. 2 interceptions versus Cincinnati. Before that, it was September 21st he threw a pick. And before that, it was September 14th where he would throw 2 versus Seattle. But the biggest thing that I noticed with Aaron Rodgers is that the more you get home, the more you generate heat and pressure and QB hits, the more that he's going to let drives die. He's not going to risk himself that extra second or two going for that, tight window throw. He's going to hit that, throw it into the dirt or toss it out of bounds. He's that kind of quarterback, and that is probably what you're going to see more in terms of, not technically turnovers, but, stopping the Steelers' offense. Yes, sir. Mickens. Man, let's go. R.J. Mickens. We're at the 2-minute warning, by the way, waiting for the Chargers to resume play. Now at the 30-yard line of the Steelers. A field goal puts you up 8-3, right? Which looks like more of a football score. But give me that weird score, right? Give me that 12-3. You know what I mean? Now my kids are so excited for Five Nights. Greetings from Germany. Guten Tag. Need a touchdown? Yes, sir. I want a touchdown for Justin Herbert before half. Please and thank you. Rodgers getting rattled in the pocket. Yep. That's what you want. You get Rodgers in that mindset. I mean, of course, he's a seasoned veteran. I'm sure he can shake it off. But from what I've noticed, he gets in that zone and just doesn't want any more nonsense, right? And he starts throwing it away. Mickens makes the offense sicken. Christopher Johnson with the $5 holla. Let's get a touchdown off this, baby. Aloha, alohi. Let's do it. Thank you so much. $5 holla from Christopher. Sweating down here in Costa Rica, I bet. Next play, it's a carry. It's Kamani Vidal. He's going to hit the outside. Picks up a couple of yards. Decent pickup considering there was a guy in the backfield. We got under 2 minutes to play. It's going to be after that play. Was that a 2nd and 2? Yeah, it's a first down now. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line of the Steelers. Come on, baby. Come on. What a pick by Mickens, man. Who am I looking for in this drive, man? I'm still kind of looking for QJ. If I'm passing it, I'm kind of looking for QJ. Maybe you get more Keenan Allen Man, here come the Steelers loading the box. They are sending everybody. You got to get this ball out quick to the outside. Yep, here comes a catch by Quentin Johnston, who's going to pick up a nice chunk. It'll be a pickup of maybe 6 yards. They're going to say 7 yards for Quentin Johnston. Down at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 3 coming up. Where are we at in the play clock? Under a minute to play. Nice moves by Quentin Johnston. Yes, sir. You ask for QJ, you shall receive QJ. Here's another play to the outside. This time it's Gadsden who's going to pick up maybe a yard. 3rd down now. 3rd and 1. Do the Chargers go to the surge again? We're about to see a surge. Third and 1. And a timeout being called by the Chargers. There is 49 seconds left on the clock. It's a long one. I'm going to say that. Probably not in the range of a power surge, of a tush push. You're going to want to maybe... I mean, honestly, I'm not opposed to running it. But if they load the box again, do exactly what we've been doing. Maybe throw a bubble screen in there. You know who's been a really good blocker this season? Freaking Trey Harris. Get Trey Harris in there as the blocking wide receiver and bubble screen it to Ladd McConkey. Yeah? That's probably what I would do. Of course, the Steelers probably know that. They probably got my Madden playbook on the sideline. Do it for beer, Stu. 3rd and 1. Come on, man. Big first down here, please. 3rd and 1. It's a long yard. Keenan Allen in motion. They do have a couple linebackers in but they're sending everybody. It is a run. It's a very gutsy run, and it's gonna work. Kamani Vidal. 1st down Chargers. Man, he had to wait for that hole. He had to get patient. He had to get low. He found a way, man. Kamani, finds a way. 1st down, Chargers. 30s in the chat, please. Under 30 seconds to play now. Chargers got to start passing. Herbert, he's going to the sideline, and it's incomplete. Looking for Keenan Allen. It's going to be 16 seconds on the clock now. Chargers got to be careful with this, too, man. You don't want to blow an 8-3 lead. Come on, man. 16 seconds is still plenty of time with 2 timeouts. Second and 10. In motions, Keenan Allen to the top of the screen. Justin Herbert steps back, looking, fires. Middle of this. Oh, it's a touchdown, Chargers! Ladd McConkey up the seam! Lightning Ladd! Woo! The Bolts take the lead! Let's go! Yes, sir! Do they go for 2? Yes, sir! My goodness! The Chargers pull ahead with 12 seconds left. They're going to take the extra point. Here comes Cameron Dicker. It's up and it is good. The Chargers take a 12-3 lead over the Steelers with just 12 seconds left on the clock. And mind you, we do get the ball at half. Wow, dude. Let's take another look at this Ladd McConkey touchdown. Lined up in the slot. Just a really nice double move. Goes up the middle, and as clean a touchdown as you can ask for. Lightning Ladd strikes again. Burrell Bikes with the $2 holla. Ladius Prime. Love it, dude. Love it. Let's go. What a move by Ladd McConkey, man. Justin Herbert's all hyped up. Finally. It's Ladidi. Was that Ramsey? I keep forgetting Ramsey is on the on the Steelers now. That's a guy that I was like, man, just get him on the Chargers just so that him and Derwin can go in the backyard and play. You know what I mean? But yes, what a route by Ladd McConkey. The interception got us a touchdown too. Hey, let's see some 15s. Let's see some 10s. Let's see some 27s for the interception as well. Let's see some love for these guys that got the Chargers' first tutty just before halftime. Let's go. Let's go. So the Steelers at the 35-yard line need about 20 or 30 yards to get in field goal range. So Chargers defense, their job isn't done here. Come on, man. Keep this momentum on our side. Aaron Rodgers, he's got to get rid of it. Oh, Chargers. Oh, no, Rodgers is free. He's looking. Almost intercepted. Oh, Dante Jackson had one in his hands. And it's going to leave 1 second left on the clock. Whew. Just no PIs now. Aaron Rodgers, one of those few players I get a little worried about the Hail Mary. Oh, they're going to say 5 seconds left on the clock. 5 seconds left on the clock. No PIs. Get to the tunnel. And get to half, man. Come on. Yeah, Rodgers, known for those crazy plays. Chargers playing very deep. Aaron Rodgers, it's a quick pass over the middle, incomplete. It's going to leave a second on the clock. Again, Chargers cannot get flagged here, and we get into the tunnel. The victors of the first half, which is huge. We need the momentum. We need the momentum. Come on, D. 1 second on the clock, and I'm still sweating. Chargers 3 deep. And we got a timeout by the Chargers. Let's not forget 52's in the chat for our first 2 points of the game, Bolt fam. Yes, sir. Khalil Mack with the safety. Can we see some 3s maybe? Maybe some 27s again? 2s? Elijah Molden. We need those safeties to really... No PIs. What's the word for it? Play clean here. It's a quick pass. It's to number 10, and it's out of bounds real quick. That's going to take us to the half. Thank goodness. No Hail Mary. I'm surprised they didn't, throw one up there. I would have. Not for the completion, but obviously to try and force the PI. Interesting. That'll take us to half. Chargers lead 12-3. Weird score. Tomlin saying that they capitalized on the interception. I hate to say it, man. I like Mike Tomlin a lot. Not this week. Not this week. But I like Mike Tomlin a lot, man. He's a cool dude. But this week, let's crush him. Chargers at halftime, 12-3. We got some things to go over, man. It was a really rough patch in the first quarter. Second quarter, we saw some life spark at the very, very end. And we do get the ball at half, which is extra exciting in terms of having the lead. Even a field goal feels pretty good at that point. You guys and your freaking Apple. We're going to take a quick break here, man. I'm going to stretch my legs, get excited, get jammed, packed excited for the second half where the Chargers will start with the football. Hopefully the momentum has begun through the air, man. That's what I'm most anticipating of this game, was seeing Justin Herbert and the receivers finally get in sync and in rhythm. Because once they do, I think it's going to be pretty hard for the Steelers to stop them. And right now with the lead of 12-3, you've got some room for error. So hopefully they capitalize on it. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor, ExpressVPN. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Watching football is awesome, but finding where to watch the freaking game, not so awesome. Because for whatever reason, it's ridiculously complicated. You need like a million subscriptions. Amazon Prime, ESPN, Peacock, Netflix, etc. That's like $100 a month, and you're only getting some of the games. And blackouts, those suck. But there's always Sunday Ticket, right? Sure, you can get this one for $480. But once again, I hope you like blackouts. Or this one for just $378, where you get most of the games. But you also need YouTube TV, which is like another $80 a month, which adds up to a total over of like $800. Guys, come on. Football should never be this expensive or complicated. And it doesn't have to be, because I found something many years ago. Maybe one of the best kept secrets they don't want you to know about. NFL Game Pass. This will almost seem too good to be true, because NFL Game Pass is basically a self-contained streaming service of just live NFL games and content. This is the Netflix of football. Yes, live games, every single one. No blackouts, all in one place, and the best part, affordable. It's like $20 a month. So why are we not all over this? Why doesn't everybody have this in the NFL season? That's because for some reason, they only make it available to international audiences, folks across the pond. The best NFL streaming app in the world actually exists, but we're locked out. Except the thing is, I found the key, and it's so easy. And now I'm sharing it with you guys. It's a VPN. You know that thing that allows you to bounce your signal to like another place in the world? Yeah, that works with NFL Game Pass. Now you get access to this awesome thing, and you can enjoy football like a normal human being without having to sell a kidney. It really is so easy. Let me show you. First off, you'll need a VPN. I've tried many. ExpressVPN is the best, and they know it. And they know I know it. And they know how much I love it. So they sent me a discount to forward to you good people. Use my link in the description when signing up. It'll get that price down to as low as like $5 a month. Worth every penny. Next, you'll need to turn on the VPN, set up your location. I would highly recommend this one. Das is good. And we're ready to rock and roll. Now, Game Pass is currently hosted on DAZN.com, of which the NFL has partnered with. So you want to go there, or you can follow the link in the description that'll take you directly to the Game Pass page. And when you're there, and this is new by the way, check this out. You can actually watch the preseason for free right now. Guys, this is actually huge. I would highly recommend trying this out, at least to this point, so you can make sure everything's working properly before paying for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? Because look, right now, I'm watching for free. Not a penny spent. And I'm sure if I was doing this for the first time, I'd be losing my mind. Like I'm sure you guys are gonna. Now that you tried it out, you're ready, you're satisfied with the epicness of the Game Pass app, and wishing you could go back in time so you could have been using this method for the last 5 years, you're ready to go ahead and grab whichever subscription you want for the season. Yes, this will give you access to live broadcasts from American commentators, all in English, in real time, no blackouts, to the NFL season. And again, it's on the cheap, like $20 a month. Look, it converts to like what, 22, 23 bucks? But that's it. You're done. Welcome to easy, affordable football. Now, a couple of notes before I let you excited football fans back into the world. One, when you're doing this, just make sure your VPN is on before going to DAZN.com. Otherwise, they won't let you in. Next, if you're having issues accessing the site, maybe try using Chrome and clearing Looks like the ad had a problem. Did you guys get the gist, right? Shout out to our sponsor, ExpressVPN. Still the best way to catch the game every Sunday, especially now with all that nonsense with Disney. You guys see that crap? Man, dude, I was so ticked I couldn't watch college football on Saturday. I mean, I had other stuff going on, so I guess I didn't, like, press the issue too much, but that was some bogus stuff there, dude. I was so stinking mad. Now I gotta, figure out what to do next week, and I don't know. We got the lock in for NFL though. At least that's what's working for us. 18 months. Hey, director, me and the wife are out here, and man, it's amazing to quiet these Steelers fans claiming it's their home game. Bolt up, baby. We out here. I was saying, Brazo, by the way, I have so much fun. I love primetime Chargers Steelers, which I've attended before. I got to tell you, the first time I went again to the Chargers Steelers game back in like 2021 or something like that, it was mostly Steelers fans. Back then, there was still a lot of effort to get seats filled by the Chargers fandom. But lately, like the last couple of years I've gone, Chargers fans are starting to show up, man. It is no more the days of like a sea of whatever color we're facing. You got a whole lot of powder blue in those stands now too, man. Which I'm guessing is a lot better this time around versus even the Steelers, who travel pretty dang well. We'll keep an eye out in the stands for that ratio. Hey, thanks so much. Say, Rasso, have so much fun out there, man. Hugo says, yeah, I'm probably going to switch over to Sling or something, save like $20 or so. Yeah, the college football thing blows. I'm hoping that enough people have already switched over to Express or to, whatever to catch the ESPN games and during the week. But, man, college football, such a pain in the butt, dude. I hate that. That's so sleazy. I don't want to do that again. Well, with that being said, let's go take a look at what happened or what worked for the Chargers in the first half. Let's see here. And get ready for the second half of football. Chargers-Steelers, which I'm going to be honest, was kind of a snooze fest in the first quarter and a half, right? A riveting score of 2-3 led us all the way to the final seconds of the first half. I think we got the field goal in there too, right? So it was a bunch of nonsense. The Chargers desperately needed to find momentum. It took all the way up to the very last second, and they finally got it, man. Herbert, who's been getting clobbered all day, only 2 sacks, which is fair, but man, has he been taking a lot of hits. Has he been having to run for his life? Still 91 yards and a touchdown. Has to be careful, though, because we've already seen almost 1 interception at this point of the game. Hopefully we can keep that cleaned up. Rushing has been surprisingly better than I thought it would be at this point. The Chargers now with 55 yards on the ground, 49 for Kamani on an average of 6.1. Now, we did know the Steelers' defense wasn't, like, great versus the run, but they were, like, lower middle half of the league. Chargers are doing a good job at moving the football on the ground this week, which is really good. A lot of our linemen, which you will note suck in pass protection, actually have a little bit of a better success rate in run blocking. And you're seeing that show up this week, which is definitely good because the Chargers needed some form of momentum. Now, where I felt that the game would be won or lost was by 2 factors, 3 actually: the pressure, the turnovers, and the passing game. So far, we're looking pretty good on all of them to close out the half, right? You got Justin Herbert with his first touchdown. It's lightning lad. You got the pass rush with Khalil Mack. He's got a safety this game. And you got the turnovers with R.J. Mickens logging an interception. So far, so good, man. I think the things that have needed to have lined up so far. They just got to find a way to carry that momentum through the second half, because 3-12 isn't a rock solid, case for winning a football game. You're going to have to put up at least another touchdown or 2. I know the Chargers can do it. It's a massive, massive game for them to win. Again, if you guys weren't here at the top of the show, here's kind of what's at risk for both teams. The Chargers, with a win this week, will propel their playoff odds to above 80%, something like 85 or 88%, which is awesome, right? If they lose, it bottoms out at like 66% or 55%. I've been seeing both, okay? The same thing can be said for the Steelers, who with a win have a playoff chance of around the mid-70s, like 75%, and a loss brings them down into like the 40s, around 45. So the stakes are very high here for both teams. The Chargers hoping for their playoff chance this season, maybe get their first playoff win, and the Steelers, who have always kind of edged in there, are looking for that consistency this year too. And this is kind of the game that represents the fork in the road for both of these teams. A win takes you there likely. A loss, the hill becomes a lot tougher to climb. All right. Finally, defense. Couple of names to shout out. R.J. Mickens, the 7th-round pick out of Clemson, doing the Lord's work. His 2nd interception of the season. He's been a big hitting safety. Again, I mentioned maybe the reason the Chargers were okay with trading away Alohi Gilman. He's been stepping up big time. Khalil Mack's got the sack. He's got the safety. He's logged another QB hit. He's been looking great, man. Denzel Perryman, big hitter versus Jaylen Warren. He's been keeping things under control there. Another sack for Bud Dupree as well versus his old team. He's been looking good. Chargers defense as a whole has been looking awesome. And not to forget either, Nico Reed, who had an insane play to stop a huge play to Calvin Austin. That pass defended likely keeps us ahead on the scoreboard. Defense has been doing its job, holding the Steelers to just 3 points. Very, very nice. Does Keenan still need 2? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So that's what you're looking at. If you guys are wondering who gets the football, it's the Chargers in the second half. But most importantly, I'm looking for this team to carry momentum. We are carrying momentum from the first half, which was very, very, very difficult to earn by that point, man. It was so boring the first quarter of this game, and they finally found some momentum. Let's carry it in, man. Gadsden power up. Yes, we need a Gadsden bounce back second half. He had 5 or 6 targets, only 2 receptions, lots of drops. This is one of those games that keeps the rookie humble. Hopefully he bounces back here in the second. We're getting ready, man, to kick off the second quarter now. Oh, and by the way, we almost forgot. Shout out to Ladd McConkey for the touchdown in the second quarter on a very nasty, nasty route up the middle, too, by the way. Here come the Steelers getting ready to kick this thing off in the second half. Chargers are looking for a nice return here. Come on, baby. It is in the hands of our returner, and it's going to be a decent return past the 30. It's going to be Williams, the returner on that one. And it's a 1st and 10 at the Chargers' 33. Y'all want to see some penning? Again, penning is number 64. So maybe we get lucky and see a little penning out there this drive. I'm seeing 74 out there, and I'm seeing a flag instantly. It's on the tight end, Tucker Fisk. And the Chargers backing it up. It's a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 at the 28-yard line. Come on, man. Conklin in at tight end as well. Haven't seen a lot of him at all this season, which is probably fair. 1st and 15, Chargers. Now backed up inside the 30. In motion's Keenan Allen in the slot. Chargers look like they're passing. It is a pass. Herbert quickly, it's batted down. It was deflected into Justin Herbert's hands. What's the penalty, though? Offside on the Steelers. Nice. Okay. Reset everything. 5-yard penalty. Chargers get another shot at the 33. It's a 1st and 10. Offside Steelers. Yeah, that's something that I think he's been trying to avoid this game. Putting a little more touch on it because this Steelers team likes to get up there, and Herbert's had his days of having his passes batted down at the line. 1st and 10 now. In motion is now Tucker Fisk. Looks like a run. It is a run. And it's up the middle for Kamani Vidal, who picks up 2. And it's going to be a second and long now from the 34-yard line. Second and 8. Looks like man coverage. Herbert's got to get rid of it. It's deflected again. Going to be a third and long now after that deflection. Who was it? It was TJ Watt who batted it down this time. Third and 8. Chargers at the 34-yard line. Don't let this drive fizzle out, man. Come on. Good starting field position. You get the ball at half with the lead. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. And another good play by the defensive line of the Steelers, though. They've been crazy. Third and 8. It's going to be another press man look for the Steelers. Hopefully Herbert has time to get this thing out. I'm looking for Ladd up the middle. It's going to be up the middle, but it's Keenan Allen. And Keenan is going to pick up the first down. Let's go, Keenan Allen. Third and Keenan. And he keeps this drive alive with that 12-yard reception. Chargers now at midfield, 47-yard line. Big love to Keenan Allen. Where does that put us on the receptions there? Where does that put us on the receptions? Woo! First and 10. Looks like a run. It is a handoff up the middle looking for anything, and Vidal's going to get nothing there. It'll be second and long. One more reception for Keenan Allen, dude. Let's get him that touchdown. That'd be awesome. So having tied the record now, Keenan needs one more to climb to the top. Second and 10. Tight formation. Looks like another run based on how many tight ends I'm seeing. But it's a play action. Herbert's got to get rid of it. Over the middle, he finds Quentin Johnston, who can't hold on through contact. It'll be third and long. So Vidal used there to chip, but it wasn't enough. There was just so much happening. Third and 10. Can Justin Herbert convert on this long third down? I'm seeing a bit more cushion from the Steelers this time in their secondary, but they are sending some heat. 5 coming at you. Justin Herbert tries to get away. He cannot. It's a sack. It's Highsmith. Alex Highsmith with the sack, and the Chargers drive comes to an end. Man. Here comes the punt. J.K. Scott is like 1 for 2 on the big ones today. Let's see where this is a good one. He almost dropped it. That was close. But a nice punt by J.K. Scott, man. That's inside the 10. Chargers defense, an opportunity here to maybe make another play. I'm looking for you, Khalil Mack. I want to see Odafe Owe get after Aaron Rodgers. I think it really starts on the line, man. Get those pass rushers in there. Because you're not necessarily always looking for the interception or even the sack. You're just looking for Aaron Rodgers to be uncomfortable and throw it into the dirt. Kind of where I'm at with that. Push off his offensive lineman, not engage your defender. Yeah. Seen a lot of that. Johns is so sneaky. No solid game ever in big games. We'll see. I think there's an opportunity still here. Did Harbaugh say they are doing good in protecting Herbert? Really? I hope not. I hope not. Although that's his job, you know what I mean? Like, if your coach is out there talking smack on you on the sidelines and you see that in practice, or you see that at home, yeah, some people will light a fire under your butt, but that's not his leadership style. You know what I mean? I know he's sticking to it with how much praise we've seen from Bozeman. You're waiting for the Steelers to take the field, by the way. It's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line. He didn't get the record yet? No. He needs one more catch. One more catch. Need Tooley? Yeah, Tooley could be good here, too. Give me Tooley. Boygby has been sneaky good. Let's just get in there and make Aaron Rodgers uncomfortable. Y'all want a sack? Hey, give me some defensive player numbers that you're hoping to see make a big play on this drive, man. I know you're going to see a lot of 3s, a lot of 52s. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe some 0s thrown in there. I'm honestly, me personally, let me see a 92. Let me see a 98. Let me see a 99. You know what I mean? Give me some pressure, man. Is Owe playing? Yeah, he is. We've already seen a sack from Bud Dupree this week. We saw the safety from Khalil Mack. Are the Chargers done? They have 1 or 2 more in them. Let's see. First and 10. It's going to be a pitch, and it's going to be Jaylen Warren, who, oh my goodness, just leapfrogged the man like this was Madden 25. That was disgusting. Right over the head of Cam Hart. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was nasty. that was pretty filthy, dude. That results in something of a 15-yard carry and a disgusting first down for the Steelers. Run formation for the Steelers. This time up the middle. It's Warren. And he'll pick up a solid 5. Don't let the run game start for Pittsburgh, please. What formation were we in? It still looked like nickel. Second down. Steelers, after that 5-yard carry at the 27-yard line, are looking at 2nd and 5. Pierre Tart is down, man. 90's in the chat, please. Pierre Tart. Hopefully he's okay. Just needs a breather. They're not really showing much of it. Give me a shot of 90, please. He's one of our better run defenders out there. Doesn't look too serious. I haven't seen him get up off the field yet, though. He looks okay. He's limping a little bit. Here comes Deshaun Hand. But Pierre Tart hobbling to the sideline. Hopefully he's okay, man. 90's in the chat, please. We need him. It looked like it could have been a lot worse on Tart, but honestly, after that Hampton injury, everything scares me. Because Hampton looked fine. I think he's gone for half the season. 2nd and 5. It's another carry up the middle for Warren, who gets stopped after a gain of 3. That whistle took forever. It may have ended up being 4. It's going to be 3rd down, but I think it's going to be shorter than what we thought. 3rd and 2. The Silent Author. $5 hull. I don't know if this is our year, but I have money put aside from when we finally make the Super Bowl. I will be there because I don't know when we'll ever make it again. I feel you, dude. That would be a once in a lifetime. Hopefully not. But you know, every Chargers fan feels that way. The way to do it. Be prepared. The Silent Author. $5 hull. Thank you so much. 3rd and 2. And we're looking at a timeout maybe by the Steelers. It's a flag. Okay, so they did get the timeout in for Pittsburgh. Valuable timeout already off the board here. As we're looking at Tier Tart get an ankle taped up. That's usually a sign of him going back in. You imagine if they didn't call that timeout there, though? All of a sudden, you're looking at 3rd and 7. Yeah, the Steelers get that timeout in there. But, down, what is that, 9? Very valuable in a game like this that's very close, push and shove. So it's a 3rd and 2. Chargers do have a chance to get out of here, but this is kind of Aaron Rodgers' bread and butter. Hopefully the Chargers can keep them contained. I think I see Gainwell back there at running back. Watch out for the quick pass. It's Metcalf in motion. He's going to be in the slot here. It's Aaron Rodgers who's trying to get out. Oh, he's going to take a sack. Boom! It's Thule! Thule Tuipulotu! And the Chargers have now logged more sacks versus the Steelers than any team this season. 3 sacks on Aaron Rodgers. And the Bolts force a 3 and out. Right? Or did he get the first down before? Either way, Chargers get the football back. Let's go! 45's in the chat, baby. Let's go! Thule. It's going to be a punt by Boswell. Or excuse me, their punter. And it's returnable. It's Darius Davis, who brings it back a couple of yards. Chargers starting. Nice field position. What a play by Thule. Here is a flag, though. That may be pushing us back. Those 45s. 3 sacks, and it ain't over yet. Let's get me 4. Get me 4. Oh, there's taunting, I think. But they're not going to call them on it. They're going to say it's on us. Marlo Wax. We were all hoping we'd get the taunting. It ain't happening. Well, the Chargers are going to be starting this instead at the 26-yard line. It would have been where? At the 36? Oh, man, that would have been nice. No taunting, I guess. Dude, I know. It's been like that way all day today. Like, what's happening? Why is it so one-sided? Boo! Boo these refs. Boo! How much they paying you? It's been a lot today. I'll be honest, man. This season hasn't been too terrible. Right? We've seen our share of, like, bull crap, no calls and this and that, but it hasn't been this bad this season. This game, though, it's wearing me thin already. It was wearing me thin in the first quarter. Yeah, I like this guy. Strong defensive game, yeah. Well, at the end of the day, the Chargers do get the football back. We're in commercial break for whatever reason. No, I do not want to go on a Carnival cruise. Miguel, can they stop showing Warren's diaper? I'm glad I'm not the one that had to point it out. I saw it a couple of times. I was like, okay. I must have missed this episode of the Rugrats growing up. First and 10 Chargers at the 23. We're waiting. Y'all want that Keenan TD? Hey, we talked about the players, manifested the players to get in there and force a big play. Let's do it again. Put in the numbers offensively this time. Obviously, Justin Herbert, I want to see a bunch of him. I want to see some receivers, especially. Maybe Gadsden bounces back. Maybe Kamani Vidal gets in rhythm. I liked the new Jurassic Park. I don't care what anybody tells me. I thought it was way fun, dude. There's some movies that are just made for certain people. I really liked the new Jurassic Park a lot. I'm a big Gareth Edwards fan. But man, that Predator movie was so good. Woo! I'm going to go see it again on Tuesday. I'm so excited. I loved that movie, dude. That was so much fun. I'm seeing some 30s, some 13s, some 10s. I see an 86 in there. I see a 1. Yes, please. I'm seeing a 1. I'm seeing a 30. 1,300 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for being here. Love Jurassic Park. Didn't care for the last one. It's fine. I heard a lot of people say the same thing. I liked it. I thought it followed a formula that I enjoy. First and 10. It's a play action. Herbert's got to get rid of it. Over the middle. It's Ladd McConkey. First down, Chargers. Now at the 40-yard line. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Ladd's been wide open today. 18 yards. I'm going to hit the button anyway. Ba-boom. On that H-bomb. And Ladd, dude, he's working that middle of the field. And, man, what a nice placement by Justin Herbert under pressure. Like, he had to throw it there. First and 10. It's a reverse. Oh, it's a double reverse. It's Kamani Vidal with a big run now. The Chargers, they're getting some momentum here. Kamani Vidal, first down. Chargers now looking at what? First down at the 47-yard line. That's huge. That is huge. What a freaking hole for Kamani as well, man. I can't wait to get Hampton back. 24 is in the chat. Joey Porter is down. Joey Porter Jr. is down. Tomlin had a stink face after that run. I must have missed it. Somebody tag me on Twitter. Find it and tag me on Twitter so I can see it. Tomlin looks pissed. First and 10. Looks like Porter's okay. Walking off the field. Throwing his helmet, man. Ooh. They're also saying Gadsden's being looked at on the sideline, too. Keep that in mind. I haven't seen any footage of it, so we don't know anything much more than that. First and 10. In motions, Trey Harris. It's another carry up the middle for Vidal. And Vidal, another big carry. Close to 10 yards. Vidal's got to be pushing, what, over 50 now? Let's see. Kamani Vidal, 71 yards on 12 carries, man. That's great. Yeah, that's great, dude. Average of 5.9. Keep it going. Right the hot hand. 2nd and 2. Looks like another run formation. It is a run. And Vidal this time swallowed up. And they sniffed it out. 3rd and 4 coming up. It was Herbig again. 71 yards against Steelers defense is nice. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the better games we've had versus a okay run defense, you know? Ah, man. Is 74 Deculus? We had that. Yeah, it's Deculus. He just did not do anything there to help Kamani to the edge. 3rd and 4. Herbert's got to throw it. Throw it! It's batted at the line. 4th and 4, Chargers. What do we do? Do we go for it? You can convince me we go for it here. Because we're right on the edge of Cameron Dicker field goal range, right? I mean, I wouldn't even mind trying it here. That's one thing, guys, that I promise you will be better with Trevor Penning. Penning is not the second coming of, like, you know, Joe Alt. I keep seeing a lot of people say that, and it's not the case, but he'll be a decent, like, upgrade over Deculus, especially in the run. 59-yard field goal. This is his record. This is his longest. Does he get it? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Cameron Dicker! Cameron Dicker! That's a big one, dude. 59 yards matches his longest career field goal. And that, my friends, is a 15-3 lead for the Chargers. 11's in the chat, please. Let's go, dude. Man, that had a couple extra yards on it, too. That would have made it from 61. Let's go, Dicker, dude. I got to find this Mike Tomlin face here real quick, man. Let's go, Dicker. Cameron Dicker. Already a Chargers legend. I'm seeing it now, dude. That's hilarious. Here, I got something for it. What do you guys think? This is what I got for it. Yep. Yeah. There's the face for anybody that missed it. That's great. That was worth the wait, man. That was worth the wait. Thanks for putting me on it. Fantastic. That's Faith X mix all the time. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Here comes the return by the Steelers. They'll get past the 20. Get him down. Gets past the 30. All right, it's manageable. There is a flag. And it is coming back. Yeah, they're showing some highlights of Khalil Mack, man. Only has the one sack, but he has been disruptive versus the run. Obviously, he did get the safety. Dude, what do we do with Mack? I don't want to let him go yet. Give him another bag, dude. Keep him another year. Aaron Rodgers, it's a play action. Rodgers running for his life, throws it into the dirt. What did I say? What did I say, chat? Run it back for director. What happens when you rattle a Rodgers. Throws it in the dirt. Second and 10 from the 18. Come on, man. Defensive line ain't done. They're still hungry. He's still hungry. I'm seeing Bud and Owe on the edge right now. Ooh, Derwin playing nickel. Here's Warren, who makes a couple guys miss. Nice effort by Warren, but man, it's going to result in 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and long from Pittsburgh's 20. Wait, Owe is hurt? What? I thought I just saw him out there. 3rd and 8. This is a big one, man. Come on, defense. This is pretty big. I swear I'm still looking at Adafe right now. Yeah, that's Owe. He's not hurt. Bolt with a $2 holla. Best Chargers watch party. Bolt up. Hey, Bolt foo. Thank you so much, man. Owe plays on 3rd. Yeah, he'll rotate in. He was in that last play, too. So the Chargers just took their first timeout now. We have 5 minutes left in the 3rd. Looking at a pretty big 3rd and 8 right now. Is Tart in? Oh, yeah, keep an eye out for 90. We're hoping to see him return soon. Key and Peele, I was dying yesterday of laughter. No. Wait, I've seen the skit, obviously. I'm a huge Key and Peele fan. And they've been doing the celebration all week since last week as well. People been getting fined and flagged, and nobody cares. It's too funny. Rondé in the blue tent, according to Ferrano. Oh, thank you so much, Northstar. Hopefully not, dude. That'd be tragic. 86 is in the chat for Rondé. Aaron Rodgers looking, fires, middle of the field, and nobody there. DK Metcalf looking for a flag. They're not going to get one. Is it a makeup no call or is it an actual no call? Because it just looks like he fell over. Derwin James was on DK Metcalf. DK kind of just ran into Derwin. DK ran into Derwin. No flag. Here comes the punt. Fair catch. And it's Darius Davis. Holds on to it. It's going to be inside the 40. Nice starting field position for the Chargers. Now the 36-yard line. Let's go. Miguel says, per Popper. Oronde Gaston now heading to the locker room. 86 is in the chat, man. That would be a very bad day for me. Hopefully it's something. I didn't even see anything, man. They didn't show even 1 second of Oronde hurt or on the sideline or in the tent. Nothing. Maybe he's having a bad day. Maybe he has the runs. I don't know. Where are we right now? We got 5 minutes left in the 3rd. We're starting at the 36. I'm trying to do some math here. Okay, so the Steelers get 2 tutties. Let's say they get 2 tutties. They go up to 17. They could go for a 2 at some point and match an 18. So I kind of want a touchdown, dude. Touchdown really kind of helps us control the tempo the rest of the second half. I think a touchdown here would be mighty fine. Let's make it happen. Being evaluated for a knee injury. Okay. Keep an eye on that. Hope it's minor. Yeah, we really do need him back soon, man. Because we're coming up on that bye week soon, too, right? Like, we got Jacksonville next week, and then the bye. I would like him there for Jacksonville, but, I mean, Hopefully it's something that the bye week would remedy as well. Because it sounds like we're getting Omarion back after that. It sounds like a couple other guys may have an opportunity to work their way back in. But you guys know how IR works? Where you only get a certain number of players that can actually return from IR. I think the Chargers are down to 2 more, right? I think, 3, but one of them's obviously going to be Omarion. Miguel with the update. Per Daniel Popper, Gadsden knee is questionable to return. Thank you. Oh, man. Hopefully to see him back. I am not all about that Tyler Conklin life right now. 1st and 10, Justin Herbert. It's a handoff up the middle. It's Monty Vidal again. Another decent carry. I'm going to say 6 yards. Okay, now they're finally showing it. Oh, him and another Steeler player just smashed their knees together. Ouch. That sucks. Hopefully he's okay. He might have got bruised up real good. Yeah, that doesn't look fun. Next play. It's Vidal, this time wrapped up in the backfield. That's going to be a -2 on the play. 3rd and 6 coming up. Chargers now at the 40-yard line with 4.5 minutes left in the third. Let's keep passing it, man. Don't abandon the idea of a touchdown. Knee injury, thanks so much. Hugo, bumped knees with someone. That bone hurts. Yeah, that's tough. 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking, has to take off with it. Justin Herbert picks up the first down and a lot more. Hits the slide after the big run. Justin Herbert, 16 yards on the ground and a first down. We are in Pittsburgh Steelers territory. Ho-ho! Wow. Herbert's got that slide down pat too, dude. There's some swag on there. You know that's a beer run. 1st and 10. I form. Completely loaded box. Let's see if they can get any yards. It's Vidal. Kind of trips forward, picks up maybe 3. Well, there are some flags. Holding by the Chargers. 10 yards is so steep on holding, dude. 1st and 20. It's Mekhi Becton who gets called for holding. Oh, man, that's tough. That takes us all the way to our own 45. Herbo. We need a button for that now, huh? Oh, he slid into Madison Beer's DMs. Yep. The electric slide. Love it. Well, we need some big yards now. It's Patterson in at running back. I have a feeling they're throwing it, though, right? They are. Justin Herbert quickly lets it develop to the tight end. It's going to be Fisk. Interesting play call. It does work out, though. It's going to be a pickup of about 7. And you're looking at a 2nd and 14. You need another chunk play here and hopefully make it a more manageable 3rd down. 14 yards is pretty steep. Second and 13. Watch out for TJ. He got off the ball quick. Herbert's trying to take off, and he's going to take the sack. But they grabbed him by the collar. No call by the refs. So you can't horse collar from the front, right? Can you? It's 3rd and 14. Ugh. And they are sending everybody. Herbert's just got to get rid of it. And he's going to pick up a nice chunk. But it's going to be short. Do the Chargers go for it here, dude? It's 4th and 2. I mean, you got to be in field goal range here. Just take the points. Take the points. Take the points. Send out Dicker. Yeah, here we go. Cameron Dicker. And it was Conklin, by the way, who brought in that reception, which put the Chargers in position for Cameron Dicker. This will be a 55-yard field goal. It is up, and it doinked! Oh, it's no good! It doinked! Just inches from an 18-3 lead. Instead, the Steelers will take over at midfield. Phew. Was it the 37? Yeah. Tough break. Dicker's still a legend. Yes, he is. I think Twitter is really trying to find a way to get Trevor Penning out there. I'm all about it, man. I think it's going to happen at some point. I really, really do. I really think it's the fact that he's not ready. Like, there's a lot you got to do to get ready for a new team. He's got to study the new offense. He's got to memorize the new cadences. He's got a lot to do before he's ready to take over full time. You know what I mean? I think it'll happen at some point. Just maybe not today. So close, dude. All right, defense. They've been so good this game. We need another good drive here, dude. We need another big play from the Chargers defense. Put those numbers in the chat of a player you want to see impact this drive. It's 1st and 10. It's a pitch. Up the middle goes Warren, who takes it forward for about 10 yards. Nice run to start off the drive for the Steelers. Now they can take this all the way down to the fourth quarter if they choose. Bench Deculus for Sawyer. That's also an option, too, that I was feeling might need to be exercised. I mean, Sawyer was really good in relief of Slater a couple years ago. 1st and 10. It's Rodgers. Rodgers over the middle will hit his man. I think it's Freiermuth. It's going to be a pickup of about 9, and that will likely take us to the end of the quarter. Momentum shift. Not yet, man. Come on. Defense has a chance here to keep that in front of them. The real Elliott, $5. All I hear from the booth today is Jalen Ramsey this and Ramsey that. Did you know Ramsey played safety today? Hey, now that he's playing safety, the Chargers will sling him a third-round pick and get him on the Bolts, right? Because that's all the Chargers ever do is sign safeties. Yeah, that's crazy. Just looked up for TR Tart slap gif on Twitter and found a gif of what? That's crazy, Hugo. This one's gonna be a nail biter. I hope not. Don't let momentum shift, man. Me and my wife just finished Only Murders in the Building last night. Love that show, by the way. We need something new to watch tonight. Who's got me? Who has got me in the chat? Put the show names in the chat and I will let you know if I've seen it. I should try out for the O-line. A lot of you guys told me that in person at Thunder Alley. Here's me trying to be optimistic. They're just talking about my big shoulders and frame, right? They're just talking the director's a little taller than they expected, right? They're not talking about the big old pooch. Alice in Borderlands, I've seen that one. That one's pretty good. Although I think we haven't seen the new season, so that might be on the list. Sopranos, I've seen it. Love Sopranos. Newest Dexter. Maybe I'll start Dexter over at some point. I've seen like the first 2 seasons, I think. I haven't seen the whole thing. Chicago PD. Okay. Star Trek. We saw several seasons of the new ones. I like them. I do. That's up there. Diplomat. Okay. Diplomat. Seen Game of Thrones. We've seen Peaky Blinders. Although I think just the first 2 seasons. Seen... Oh, we only watched the first few episodes of Mr. Robot. Tulsa King, I've heard good things about. I don't know if I'm at liberty to say, but I got a buddy in the Chargers community that works on that show. Landman, True Blood. I've seen True Blood. Landman. I think I've heard of Landman. House of the Dragon. Loved it. Loved it. Can't wait for the new season. Lioness, Shameless, all the lists, right? Mobland and Practical Jokers is the best. Welcome to Derry. Oh, yeah, we got to watch the new episode of that tonight, too. So the field has flipped. Here come the Steelers now, who pick up a first down on a 3-yard run by Warren. Silo was great. Love Rick and Morty. I've seen that show from start to finish at least a dozen or 2 dozen times. One of my favorites. Mindhunters is one I think Mrs. Director watched. She might pull me into that one. My wife's seen The Secret Life of Mormons. Mormon Wives or whatever. Stranger Things is coming back. Sons of Anarchy is on my list too. Aaron Rodgers setting up the screen. Ooh, they got a nice little lane there. And Warren picks up the big yards. Oh, man. That really kind of, it flowed in a way that it had to go one way and only one way only, and it worked out for the Steelers. That's a big screen, and that's going to put them all the way into the Chargers' red zone. Tokyo Vice, okay, and True Detective. We have seen, I think, all the True Detective seasons. If there's one that's newer, then we might have missed it. But Tokyo Vice, I'm going to look into that one. We've been into a lot of Asian culture stuff lately. First and 10. Hey, thanks for the holla, by the way. Taylor, legend. First and 10. It's Warren. Picks up 5. Ugh. They'll say it was 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 at the 10 of the Chargers. Can we get another bend but don't break effort by the Bolts defense? Because, again, a touchdown here brings you up 10-15. I do not like that. One bit. Come on. Queen's Gambit was excellent. I'm going to have to look up this Landman one. You guys seem to like that one. 2nd and 6. Aaron Rodgers throws it into the dirt. What did I say, both them? Rattle Rodgers equals throw in the dirt. 3rd and 6. Oh, so Thule. No, that's Bud Dupree. An edge rusher stepped back into coverage, and it threw everything off for Aaron Rodgers. Kind of a genius move by Jesse Minter. He seems to do that a lot. Derwin James lined up in the slot. It's 3rd and 6. It's a big one. Ooh, Aaron Rodgers has to get rid of it. It's to the sideline, incomplete. Did I see a flag? Did I see a flag? I think it might have just been a Chargers glove. Does that not drive you guys crazy? For years, I've seen Chargers just... And I'm like, there's a flag, damn it! Oh, it's just a glove. Okay. Woo! So are the Steelers going for it? What's happening here? They're going for it, y'all. Come on, defense. Stand tall, man. Stand tall. It's a 4th and 6. They're not trying to draw you, right? Yeah, here comes the passing play. It's up to the end zone, incomplete, but please don't tell me there was a flag there. No call. No call. At least the refs have been consistent, because that probably was a PI. Let me take another look at it. There's hand fighting on both sides. You could have called it, though. Let's go! Turnover on downs! Woo! Let's go! Defense! No points. Chargers take over at the 10. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Chargers maintain a 3-15 lead. Man, guys, that's actually pretty massive. We're 13 minutes into the 4th quarter. Still a lot of football left to play, but that is really significant. Keeping that 12-point lead ahead of you. Man. Tag me on Twitter about the GIF. What am I looking at? Is this AI slop? I like how dramatic the Pop-Tart wrapper was ripping off. The air tart has arrived. That's hilarious. Man, what a defensive effort, man. Can I see some, we'll say 20s. Say 20s in the chat for our guy who held up in coverage, Cam Hart. We'll say some 3s for Derwin James, who was out there. We'll say some 48s for our guy Bud Dupree, who looked to be in the right place in the right time in that previous play. Get some of those defensive numbers out there, man. Mike Gee says, ugly win is still a win. That's been the Broncos' whole life this season, but I'll take it. I will take it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. While we're in commercial break, let me ask you guys something. So I just finished for the 2nd time, by the way. I finished Midnight Suns. Has anybody played that? Type 1 in the chat if you've played that. If you've played Midnight Suns. I absolutely love those games. Or that game, I should say. It's the first time I ever played a game like that where you have like a turn-based thing and there's like cards and stuff involved. But I'm a big Marvel guy. I had to try it. And man, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And then I picked up Expedition 33 and I'm like super confused for the first hour. Is that worth just sticking to? Did I just like power through it? Because it doesn't feel like my kind of game so far. I think Marvel held me, like, it kept me hanging in there. Here's a pass to Quentin Johnston, and oh, he's going to make a few moves. Quentin Johnston somehow turned that into 15 yards. Let's go, QJ. One's in the chat for a different reason. Let's go. Heck freaking yeah, dude. Red, member for 50 months, by the way. Put them away now. Can't keep them sticking around. Let's do it, baby. Time to put them away. Arc Raiders is peak. It really is calling to me. I hate putting down a game to go start another game, but that looks like my kind of game. Here's Kamani Vidal. Nice pickup of about 4. It looked like it would be nothing, but he got 4 at 2nd and 6. What a play by QJ, dude. Expeditions 33 is amazing. It's not overhyped. Okay, so you guys are saying I should just push through it? Just push through it and it'll make sense eventually? You play Battlefield 6? Yeah, it's fun. Still a Apex guy. Still Marvel Rivals has been fun. 2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line, Justin Herbert. He's got a little time. He's going to scramble, try and get something open, and it's incomplete. Looking for Keenan Allen. It goes over his head. 3rd and 6. One reception away for the all-time record for Keenan Allen. He'll get it this season, obviously. It would be cool if he got it this game. Red Sec. I've only played a little bit of Red Sec. I don't know yet. Jury's still out. I think Apex is the greatest VR to ever grace the planet. Third and 6. Can the Chargers keep this drive alive? Herbert deep, and it's all on McConkey! And McConkey past the 40, the 30, the 20. Can he house it? He's trying to get through Jalen Ramsey, and they're going to bring him down inside the 15-yard line. Oh! Lad McConkey with an impossible catch through super tight coverage, takes it for 58 yards. Let's go! Woo! No way! 15's in the chat right now, dude. How did he freaking catch that, man? The guy was right on him. Here comes Kamani Vidal, rounds the corner, has a lane, picks up the first down. Kamani Vidal. Chargers are knocking on the door. It's 1st and goal from the 5, maybe even a little closer. Where are we? At the 2-yard line. Power surge. Power surge. Ooh, Miguel, remind me again after this drive. That's a really good question. 1st and goal. Come on, man. Let's get that touchdown. Let's get that touchdown, dude. Justin Herbert. Hands it off. Kamani Vidal has a lane. Touchdown! Chargers. Kamani Vidal. And it's a 21-3 lead for your Lightning Bolts. A victory in this game catapults them to 85% chance of making the postseason. Huge game they had to win, and it's looking like a good spot right now. 3-21, baby. Let's go! Here comes the extra point by Cam Dicker, and it is good. The Bolts win 3-22. Woo! Let's go! How you like them apples? Sleepy. Quick break from the agony this week, it seems, director. I like the way that was worded. And yes, it would seem, good, sir. Quick break from the agony this week, it seems, good, director. I like it. Big love to Sleep, man. Let's go, dude. Yeah, right over Cam Hayward, who's on my list, by the way. He's on that list, players I do not I do not root for. And I'm sure Chargers fans could tell you why. Let's go, dude. Mr. Director almost got rizzed by that voice right there. That when we moved, I was like, I need my own room. I need soundproofing. I need to spare the family from this from this chaos. Let's go, dude. Just one more for Keenan. Yes, sir. Hey, 22-3. We are in a very good spot. Tara with the 5. It's not been pretty, but the Chargers, pre-Harbaugh era, don't win these gritty games with all this attrition. We would be 3-7 with any other coach. A freaking men, Tara. A freaking men. Who else is taking an offensive line, missing most of its starters, a poo-poo interior, and taking them to now it's going to be, what, 7-3? Who else is taking this team who was a 5-win squad just 2 seasons ago to their first double-digit season in a while? The bounce back. It's Jim Harbaugh, man. Can I see some JHs and let's say number 4s for his number in San Diego for our guy Jim Harbaugh in the chat, please and thank you. Jim Harbaugh appreciation post, everybody. Thank you. And Marty. Yep. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. But in modern, you know what I mean? In modern coaching. David with a $2 holla. Sci-fi mystery HBO The Outsider is amazing. I love sci-fi mystery. I'm going to a picture of that. And then what was the other one? The Lawman, the Landman. That's the other one you guys were like super on about. I'm going to take a picture of that one. I love sci-fi. The Outsider. Okay. Tyler Dorsett with a 5. That stop after a missed field goal was so huge. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Defense is doing their job. Abso-frickin-lutely. Director's biggest fan is back at it. Everyone's upset with me for yelling, but I can't help it. Director's biggest fan is a fan of my own heart, man. I have been the loud, obnoxious Chargers fan for a long time. There are people in my hometown that only know me as the loud, obnoxious Chargers fan. Take this legacy and go into the world, young one. Be the director everywhere you go. Loud, obnoxious, and proud of your Chargers football. Director, scariest game. Oh, yeah, scariest game played. Can you say hi to my son? Is it Iker? Iker? What up, dude? Shout out, my guy. Karen with the $20 holla. Breathing better now. Hey, director, go now. Bolts.
Hey, director, go Bolts.
Let's go! Karen with the $20 holla. Thank you so much, Karen. The GOAT, the legend, Karen back at it. $20 holla, and we are bolting up in the chat. It's 2nd and 5, by the way. Aaron Rodgers. He hit DK Metcalf. They are at the 42-yard line. Aaron Rodgers has to kind of throw this thing away. There is a flag. Hopefully it's not PI. It looks like a throwaway. Give some love to Karen in the chat, man. Thank you so much, Karen. $20 holla. Legend. It's a holding on the defense. All right, well, 5 yards and a first down. They now have the ball at the 47-yard line. St. Rosso, Steeler fans here walking out. Let's go, bolt up, baby! Hey, slowly but surely and persistently, they are going to learn their lesson about SoFi Stadium and the Bolts. Not the Rams, but the Bolts. Love it. Okay, before I freaking forget again, Miguel, the scariest game I've ever played and my favorite scary game I've ever played are 2 different games. I would say Alien Isolation is my favorite scary game I've ever played. Absolutely love that game. The scariest game I've ever played, it was one of the Resident Evils, and it scared the absolute crap out of me. It was the first game I'd ever played on VR, and I nearly crapped my pants on several occasions. 1st and 10. It's in and out of the hands. Oh, it's picked off. Dante Jackson, the ex-Steeler, on his way back. He's going to bring it back inside the 40. Interception! The Bolts have picked off Aaron Rodgers twice. Oh! Let's go! 26 is in the chat, dude! Intercepted! Intercepted! No freaking way. That bad call for holding karma. Yeah. Let's go. Chargers up 22-3. They have the football at the 40-yard line now. Let's get it, dude. Let's go. Here's another run by Kamani up the middle. Picks up 2, maybe 3. And it's the Chargers ball, 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line. Let's go, dude. Let's go. How you like them apples? Sabrina Gardner with the 10.
We have gotten our 2-year-old son to love Chargers football, and now we all have fun watching. Love you, director.
Big love to Sabrina and the fam. Hey, 2-year-old Chargers kiddo being raised the right way. You'll see Little Director. You guys see Little Director for like 2 seconds walking? He's the one that delivered the apple in his Chargers garb. No better feeling in the world, huh, Sabrina? Thank you so much. $10 holla, raising them right. Give her some love in the chat, y'all. Thank you. Here comes the next carry by Kamani. 2 yards. Yeah, burn that clock. Dante Jackson, man. We knew he was in for a couple of interceptions this season. I'm sure I saw him, but let me say it again. 26 is in the chat, please. There is what I say, director. Aaron Rodgers officially back. He's back. Not a good day for Unc Rodgers. Nope. Both food, the $2 holla. Nom, 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 nom. We're eating good tonight. Oh, dude. I'm so excited. I got a quesadilla with my name on it upstairs, dude. I am so freaking stoked for dinner. I couldn't even tell you. Director is also back. Hungry director after a win is so back. 3rd and 6, and Kamani Vidal takes it outside. Picks up the first down. There is a flag. It's holding on the offense. It's going to push us back. 3rd and 16. I might have killed the drive. Hey, get 5 or 6 yards and kick the field goal. 7 minutes to go. Isaiah with the 5. Love you. Yeah, you're the freaking man director. I don't care what anyone says. What are people saying? What are people saying? What are people saying? What are they saying? Who's saying? What are they saying? Who's saying it? What are people saying? What are people saying? Big love to Isaiah, man. Appreciate the love. Nightway with the 5. Finally a game to confidently know we are going to win, man. We needed something like that. We needed a breather. We needed a breather. Justin Herbert, he's going to take the sack? TJ Watt with the sack there. The real Elio with the $5 holla. Chargers, Steelers, Colts. We are the team in the AFC. Yes, we are. Man, it's a weird AFC this season. Weird AFC. What are they saying? I know what they're saying. Unfortunately, I know what they're saying. As Mrs. Director, I went down the rabbit hole of mean comments last week. Pretty dramatically. That is the territory of this job. Most of the time, you don't really care, and then one day you're like, I'm having a bad day. Let's go read every negative thing ever on my YouTube. So TJ Watt did just record that sack. For what it's worth, I did have that on Underdog. I don't know if that does anything for us, but... And Oronde Gadsden. I don't remember when Oronde went down, but Underdog does this thing where if a player is hurt, they will reimburse you if the other thing hits. You know what I mean? So the Chargers getting ready to punt this thing away. There's 6:35 left on the clock. Got to keep things in front of them. Here comes the return by the Steelers. And it's muffed! It's muffed! The Chargers have it! No way! Woo! Let's go! The Chargers are, I can't say pouring it on, but man, they're coming in like a wrecking ball. Oh my goodness, what a mistake by number 85 of the Steelers. Puts his hands out there like he's going to fair catch it. It goes straight through his hands, nicks his fingers on the way down. It's a live ball, and the Chargers pick it up. They've got the football at like the 20-yard line. Oh my goodness, let's go. Get Keenan Allen a touchdown and they'll feed families. Come on, dude. Feed families with a Keenan Duddy. Let that be the pass completion or the reception to break the record. Now cut to Tomlin quick. Come on, dude. Let's go. Let's go. 1st and 10. You got to assume they're just going to be running a lot. You got to assume they're going to be running a lot. I'll take it. Come on, A. Come on, A. Here's the run up the middle to Vidal. Picks up -3. -4. Woo. 2nd and 14 from Pittsburgh's 25. Give it to Keenan. There's DK Metcalf on the sideline thinking, man, I wish all those rumors of me being a Chargers this offseason were true. Remember the director jumping for joy, thinking it was all but guaranteed. I was headed to L.A., and then all of a sudden, here comes this Pittsburgh's team putting in the bid, winning over my agent. I reluctantly took the money against my better judgment, and now I'm here on the sidelines wishing I was in powder blue with the Los Angeles Chargers. 2nd and 14. It's another run up the middle, and when they know it's coming, they're pretty good at stopping it. It's going to be another negative carry for Kamani Vidal. 3rd and 15. We'll see if the Chargers decide to throw it or not. I just get it to Keenan real quick, even if it's a negative play, right? Or is he going to go crazy? Who was the guy that was all pissed off? It was some guy, Brett Favre, took a sack on purpose. So who was the player that ended up beating the record?
Really
was it Lawrence
give it
Taylor?
Up to Minter this game. Steelers manhandled the Colts and we made them look like a 2-win team. Special teams stepped it up too. Offensive line actually played a good game. Bolts.
Let's go, Bolts! Here's the carry for Kamani. Picks up about 4. And the Chargers getting ready to hit that next field goal up. Chase with the $10 holla. Really got to give it to Minter this game. Steelers manhandled the Colts, and we made them look like a 2-win team. Special team stepped up. Offensive line actually played a good game. Let's go, Bolts! Thank you so much, Chase. $10 holla. And the hype is building, man. Oh, my goodness. And Steelers, by the way, out of timeouts. They've been burning them along the way. Andy with the $2 director. I can't stop dancing the salsa. Hitting his Victor Cruz. Let's go, dude. Was it Strahan? It was Strahan. Okay, Michael Strahan. Let me finish the story. And this other guy who had the record was so pissed that Brett Favre let him do that. And it ended up beating his record, and now nobody knows that guy's name. Everybody knows Strahan. There you go. End of story. Here's Dicker with the 3 points, and it is good. Chargers take a 25-3 lead. Let's go. Y'all really want that pass to Keenan? Hey, he'll get it. He'll get it this season for sure. He's got it. But the Chargers and Jim Harbaugh just living it up right now, man. And this is such a huge game. I'm sure everybody knows how big of a deal this is, man. Every Charger absolutely understands the gravity of a win in this week, and they are absolutely showing up for it. People are mad that Derwin didn't get called in that PI. We got a few clips to be sending them too, huh? And the one thing about my office is that it's not very well ventilated, and it gets hot in here so fast. I got to get... The screen when we moved in here was broken. I got to build a new screen so I can open that window. Because, dude, that is one of the things I hate most in this life is building freaking window screens. It always causes me such a freaking headache. I always mess up the freaking measurements and all that. Oh, let's go, dude. We all feeling good? We feeling good, chat? I'm feeling pretty good. Watch me play Apex. Hey! I'll mention this once. I just passed 10,000 kills on Caustic. Thank you. Thank you. One day, I got a gaming channel that I never use. One day I'll go live on it again. Sabrina back with a 5. My husband and I are hyped. Been a fan for 20 years. Well, I'm only a fan of 4 years. Got to spread the love. Let's go, Sabrina. All Bolt fam are happy to see Jim Harbaugh skipping on the sideline. Man, that is one face that Aaron Rodgers did not want to make today. He is pissed. Big love, Sabrina. Thank you so much. The $5 holla. Get amped out there. Y'all are going crazy, man. Hey, thank you, everybody in the chat. We come alive during prime time. Yes, prime time. That's maybe one of the reasons why I always choose prime time games to go to. Me and my wife, every year we're like, we can go to this game or that game, but that one's in prime time. So we'll be attending that one. It's a vibe, too. Thunder Alley in the afternoon. That's the way. It was Dalandra. Thank you so much for the $2 holla. Joel with the 2 says, sleeping like a baby tonight. Let's go. Fabian with the $5 holla. Bolt Up Director. Thank you for the streams. Blessings on you and your family. Bolt Up. Fabian! Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you guys so much. Here comes the next pass over the middle. I think it's Calvin Austin picks up about 9. And there is about 5 minutes left on this clock that the Chargers need to drain. Caustic? Yes, Caustic. I've been a Caustic main for years.
Director.
Junior!
Haven't been able to watch the game and be on your live in a while. Glad to get this W. Bolt up, baby. Keep it up, Director.
Holy crap! Junior! Oh my goodness! Junior with the $200 holla! Are you freaking kidding me? Oh! Everybody with fingers in the chat, go hit that man with a like on the super chat. That is absolutely freaking insane. Oh my goodness. Junior with the $200 holla. Director, haven't been able to watch the game, be on your live in a while. Glad to get this dub. Bolt up, baby. Keep it up, Director. Dude, Junior Najarro, thank you so friggin' much, dude. That is insane. A $200 Donny. Are you a madman? Aaron Rodgers to the sideline hits Calvin again. It'll be 3rd and medium. My goodness. Thank you, dude. Thank you. That is absolutely unbelievable. Thank you so much, my man. Junior. Many legends with the name Junior. Thank you so much, my man. I really appreciate that. Let's go, Junior. Get him some likes. Get him some love in the chat, man. That is absolutely so insane. Thank you. Thank you. Thank Junior. Thank you. From the Apple guy. Aaron Rodgers, 3rd and 10. Hits DK Metcalf for the first down. They're driving. Less than 4 minutes to play now. Jermaine with the 55 months. I wasn't watching the game like I should have. Did Penning play well? By the way, we could please get a new crew member month colors. Dude, I was shocked that anybody ever got to red. Now we got to start thinking of a new one. Thank you so much, man. Penning did not play today, but I would expect him to be competing for that starting spot soon. Dude, Junior, thank you so much, man. Absolute rock star. Unbelievable. This Juan with a 5 says, man, did the Steelers piss off a which or what? Here comes another play. It's a catch. 2 yards for Kenneth Gainwell. Wow, that completely threw me off, man, in such a good way. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Nessie and the Creator, welcome to the crew. Appreciate the love. Thank you again, Junior. Just unbelievable. 2nd and 8. Short throw, Jonnu Smith, third down. 4 yards. They are on the 27-yard line of the Chargers. 63-year fan, you learn to hold your breath, exhaust all your adrenaline. Yeah, that's the way. This is the way. Thank you guys so much. Unbelievable support today. Here comes Aaron Rodgers. Throws over the middle. He's gone. It's a Steelers touchdown late. Who was that? Was that Roman Wilson? Wow. Roman Wilson, the Michigan man. I'm sure Jim Harbaugh remembers, dude. A lot of Chargers fans wanted to see him in powder blue as well. That's going to close the lead. Going to be 10 to 25, unless they go for 2 for some reason. I don't know the math at this point. It's eluding me. SJ with the $5 holla. Good game planning by coaching staff, especially on offense. These are the games we would lose under previous coaches given the injuries. Yeah, that's what Tara was mentioning earlier. They're going to take the extra point, closing it 10 to 25. Not need. Wanted them to hold the Steelers to 3 points. Yeah, but I mean, you know, let's get the football back and run that clock out. They'd have no more timeouts. They have to go for it an onside kick. We kneel it a few times. Actually, we have to get past the 2-minute warning. So we get 1 first down, right? It is over. It is over. Y'all are insane, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, great game plan by the staff this week for sure. They really ran it in. Hey, Chinese Chargers fan. Welcome back to the chat, my man. $50 holla. We sleeping good tonight, chat. We are sleeping good tonight. Oh, dude, thank you so much, man. $50 holla. That always throws me off. I'm like, why is there the pink chats and the red chats? I'm like, thank you so much, dude. Give some love to our guy, Chinese Chargers fan, longtime supporter of the channel, the platform, the vibe, the legends. I really appreciate that, man. We are sleeping good tonight. Here comes the onside kick by the Steelers. Out of timeouts. They got to have this or the game is over. But odds are it's over. $50 holla. You kidding me, man? Chinese Chargers fan. Junior. It's been one of those days, dude. It has been one of those days. I tell you, man, I needed this. My mental health needed this. It has been a weird week and a half. Here comes the onside kick. Chargers easily get their mitts on it. Who was it? It's Keenan Allen. It's not the catch that we're looking for. But Keenan keeps it in the Chargers' possession, and now what? We run it a couple of times, try and get a first down. Get out of here. Dawson with the 36 months. So happy with the results for how bad the O-line has been. Again, this is a big deal. Like going forward, this is a really good defensive line, one of the better ones that we're going to face this season. If the Chargers were able to figure it out, it gives me a little bit of hope that maybe we find a way going forward. Here's Keenan Allen. Wait, does that count? He pitched it to Allen on a run. I think that's the record. Keenan Allen, the most receptions in Chargers history, and the Chargers are celebrating with him. Now the Chargers franchise record holder in receptions. 13's in the chat, dude. I don't get to say this as often as I used to, but I'm going to say it one more time. Chargers fans are witnesses to history. Keenan Allen, the record holder for most receptions in Chargers franchise history. Let's freaking go! Let's go, Keenan. Man, This is giving me flashbacks to when he was drafted, to the doubt that he would be healthy, to silencing the doubters, to the big plays with Phillip Rivers. Oh my goodness, man. Let's go, Keenan. What an awesome way to help close this game out. That is poetry. That is poetry, man. Love you, Keenan. Forever a Chargers legend. We are so blessed that he came back. Short middle pass to Keenan Allen. That's what did it right there. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Dawson, so happy with the results of the bad O-line. Yep. Creative King $2 was not expecting to win. Close this out, Bolts. Yes, sir. Great result. Joe Alexander with the 56. A long time no see, director. Hope you've been well. I keep hearing negativity in the community, but we keep winning, which is what matters. Bolt up, baby. That is what matters. That is what matters. Thank you guys so much, everybody. Creative King with another 2. Bolt up, Allen 13. One of the best San Diego Bolts. Always and forever, my friend. Thank you guys so much, dude. So cool. I'm so glad you guys were here for that. I'm so glad I was here for that. That was awesome. Kamani Vidal on 2nd and 3. He'll take the carry. It'll be another negative play. And that is going to start the wind down past the 2-minute warning. Chargers, I say go for it. Go ahead and throw it. If we can just get out of here. Anthony Mendoza with a $2 holla. Keenan legit cried when we traded him. I know, dude. I put up the most pouty, stink-eyed, whiny video on TikTok the day that we traded him. I was so upset. I'm so happy he's back and still breaking records with Justin Herbert. So proud. So proud. Here comes another carry for Kamani, and he's going to break his way forward for the first down. That's it, dude. That's it. That's it. That is it. That is the final play to close this thing out. The Chargers are about to walk out of here victorious 10-25. That is game. Let's go! Abso-freaking-lutely fantastic, man. What a game for the Chargers. Ah!
Bolt the hell up, let's go with no oil and Hampton coming back after the bye. Director, you my dude.
Oh! Oh! First Junior, then Chinese Chargers fan, and now BC just dropped another $200 holla in the chat. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Oh my goodness. Get the freak in there and like that super chat. Oh my goodness. I'm like literally lost for words right now. Dude, chat, thank you, man. You kidding me right now? You kidding me right now, dude? Thank you. Chat is losing their freaking brains right now. BC back at it again with another $200 holla. He says, bolt the hell up. Let's go with no O-line and Hampton coming back after the bye. Director, you my dude. BC, you my dude. Wow! Victory formation, the Chargers will kneel it out, and the Bolts take the dub! Your Los Angeles Chargers now have an 85% chance at making the postseason. Let's go! How you like them apples? BC, thank you, dude. Thank you! Thank you! Oh my goodness! BC, Junior, Chinese Chargers fans, all you legends out here, man, thank you so much, dude. What a time to be alive. What a time to be a Chargers fan. Thank you guys, man. Oh, my goodness. We know that one's going to the kids. We booked our very first Disney vacation for early next year. We're going to put that one in the budget. We'll spoil them kids out in California, man. Oh, thank you guys so much, dude. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Brusso with the $2. Got to witness LT and Slayer break records. This is the way. This is the way. Herbie with the 5. Defense played lights out. Amazing dub this week. And you have to love Keenan making Chargers history. This is one of those games you're going to remember, man. Honestly, the last couple primetime games, this are the games to go to. I felt like me and Mrs. Director chose an excellent game to go to. The throwbacks, San Diego Charger vibes, the Navies. This would have been a heck of a game to as well choose. It was probably second place. One of the only reasons, is that because we have already seen the Steelers. I was like, I've been wanting to see the Vikings forever. And then it turned out to be the Navy game. This was also an excellent game. Very jealous of everybody that got to see this game in person. That is a big one. You guys got to see Keenan Allen make history. We got to see the Rodney Harrison Hall of Fame ceremony, which is cool. But man, it's a good time to be a Chargers fan right now, man. The big, epic, emotional moments everywhere. You saw the creator with the 5. Director, your electricity makes me want to create my own Chargers channel. Also from Nashville. Bolt up, baby. Thank you so much, man. Hey, it's a fun time, dude. If the worst thing that'll happen is that you meet some cool people, you bring a lot of fun people together, and you have a good time. That is the way, man. That is the way. Thank you guys so much, man. Hey, dudes. Your Los Angeles Chargers are now 7-3 with an 85% chance to make the postseason. They have proven to us that they can figure out the offensive line. There might be help coming in Trevor Penning at some point. We moved the ball offensively. We ran the football despite the offensive line problems. Justin Herbert had another incredible day. Defense played lights out. I would say it's a good time to ask y'all a question. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Oh, let's go, dude. Let's go. Rick Monterosa with the 5, leaving SoFi. Towels all have tears. At least they brought something to wipe them up. Oh, my dudes. Guys, we got to jump over to Bleacher Report. We got our post-game show to do over there, but this was one heck of an experience. An awesome win. Started off a snooze fest in the first quarter, quickly gained speed and momentum after that. And the Chargers, they proved a lot to us today. It's been awesome, man. It's been fun. It gives me a lot of hope for the rest of the season. We got Jacksonville next week. We got our bye week after that. And like our guy Junior said, hey, my goodness, dude, we may have an Omarion Hampton sighting shortly thereafter. Or excuse me, BC is the one that said that. We might have a Omarion Hampton sighting shortly thereafter. I think we are trending up, my friends. I am so freaking excited to see that. Yeah, y'all love the apple. We're keeping the apple around for sure. Well, guys, we got to witness history. We got to see a Chargers win. We got to see a whole lot of Jim Harbaugh tonight, leading this team out of the darkness and into the light that was a Chargers win. The Chargers, one of the more dangerous teams in the AFC. It's going to be a good one, man. I'm excited for the second half of the season, and we are off to a very good start. Ethan Diaz with the $5 holla. Keenan Allen, Chargers legend forever. Chargers legend forever. I'm so happy we got to see that on stream today, man. Thank you guys so much. Well, guys, huge shout out to BC, to Junior, the Chinese Chargers fan, to everybody, man, that came in here and supported my platform, even if it were just with likes and comments, engagements. I really appreciate you guys giving me the greatest gig on planet Earth and for keeping this guy happy every single week. I know we got our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we are Bolt fam, and we get to be Chargers fans. throughout one of the better Chargers eras to exist. And I think for that, we are very, very blessed. Aaron YouTube with the 5. We made it work with a depleted O-line. Couldn't be more proud. Could not be more proud. Could not be more proud. With that, guys, can I see some lightning bolts in the chat? Can I see some lightning bolts to the chat? Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. This has been The Director. We'll see you over at Bleacher Report for our post-game show here in about 5 minutes. As always, everybody, bolt up, stay frosty. Your Chargers are 7-3 with an 85% chance to make the postseason. Bolt up, baby. Big love to everybody out there, dude. Big love. And to answer your question, how do I watch the Bleacher Report post-game? It's an app, right? One of the greatest sports apps to ever exist. Go download that and jump into the Chargers section. We'll see you guys there live in a few minutes. Preston Walker, walk off, super chat. Who had a dominant win over a bingo card? Bolt up, baby. Bolt up.